Hello everyone, welcome to the Redmen TV. It is the Watchalong, it is Nottingham Forest, it is Liverpool. I think the countdown clock's slightly outside, if you could get that one sorted for us, mate. We are here, you are joining us on Twitter as well, I'm sure, and we are live on YouTube throughout this entire game. It's me and it's Steve for this one. The team is out, we're going to talk a little bit about that now. If you want to join us for the Watchalong, then jump over to youtube.com/the Redmen TV, and the Watchalong will be there, and we will be here all the way through the game, all the way through half time, and for about 5 to 10 minutes afterwards before we do our normal shows and stuff like that. Steve, team news is out. We've obviously talked about it on the team news reaction show a little bit already. It looks to us like maybe a 4-2-4 or a 4-4-2, something like that. One of the players that we didn't actually talk about too much was James Milner. What are you expecting to see out of him today?
Another steady performance. We don't really know in terms of the 22 players that Forest brought in what their dangers and their threats are. So first of all, he's going to have to suss out who he's playing against. He's going to have to win that battle, because across this season you could say we haven't won too many battles in the right back position.
Was it likely to be Jesse Lingard, or a player that we know quite well as well?
Central. I think he'll play in a 10, so I think that's Fabinho and Jones's job to deal with that. Really got to suss out who he's playing against, and then revert to what he did last Sunday, when I thought, for me, he was my man of the match last Sunday. I thought he was incredible. Gives us a real option there in terms of being tight, and you know, Forest are in danger here. They're in bottom of the league. They've got to get some points from somewhere. I don't like the term free hit, but that's exactly what this is, because no one's getting hauled in front of the board on Monday to say, you lost to Liverpool, what are you doing? There's no expectation for them to get anything from today's game, so they can relax and express themselves. I often think, and you can play well and lose, rather than try and have what you hold, play poorly and get snotted by somebody. I think that has a better effect on your camp going forward. So I don't expect Forest to be... They might be a little bit pragmatic, but they have no expectations today, and that makes teams dangerous when you play them. So in terms of the back four, let's have a little look at what they're offering, particularly Milner, because he's the guy who's most out of his depth in terms of his position. And then do what he did against Manchester City, which is shut up shop and go forward at the right times. I thought it was such a disciplined performance from such an experienced player. I'm expecting exactly the same today.
No, I'm hoping for exactly the same as well. You know, I think the big area, and we touched upon this for concern, if you are a Liverpool fan, probably is the middle of the park. You know, we were talking about it in the break with Dan as well, is that, you know, this is I don't know whether Kurt Jones has played in a 2 for the Liverpool first team. I doubt that he has played in a 2 for the Liverpool first team. We've got a Fabinho in there as well, who hasn't played particularly well apart from maybe Manchester City so far this season. If you're Nottingham Forest and you're looking to get at Liverpool, then that's probably it, isn't it? And you know, we've had a bit of a soft underbelly so far this season. I know we're off 3 wins on the bounce, and we're looking to kick on here, and we are against bottom of the Premier League. But if you're Nottingham Forest, you're going to try and exploit Fabinho and Kurt Jones. And how do they stand up today? And do they keep it simple, first 15, and just look for a platform to build from?
I'd go 5 in midfield in the first 15 if I was Forest, and try and win some battles against the 2 that you've just mentioned for all the reasons. You've got to kind of play to your strengths and look at where Liverpool's frailty are. If there's a frailty in that side, it's the fact we've got a lad in there who's never played, as you quite rightly pointed out, in a double pivot. I would be asking questions of those 2 by flooding the midfield, certainly, and then go back to a 4-4-2 if that's what they're going to play. They have recently gone away from playing 3 at the back to playing 4 at the back, and as a result, speaking to Dan offline, I think they've only conceded 1 goal in 3 games, but the caveat to that is they've only scored 1 in 4. So there's plenty of opportunity for Liverpool to get at these today, and there's plenty of opportunities for us to get what we want. But for us, I think we'll flood the midfield to start with, just to test that partnership.
Yeah, we've obviously spoken a little bit about the midfield, obviously Millie at right back and stuff like that, but focusing on the positives out of this formation and this side, Steve, is that we've got Salah central again, by the looks of things. We guess he's central again anyway. We've got a bang-in form Bobby Firmino alongside him, and these 2 should be able to put Nottingham Forest to the sword.
Well, you think so, and Salah scoring goals again, which is great for us. Looks like he's enjoying his football. There were times this season he found it difficult kind of being isolated a little bit out on the right. Get him involved in the game, get him on the ball, get him doing what he does, which is causing the damage and scoring the goals. Manchester City will testify to how dangerous he is at the moment. So yeah, and in Bobby Firmino, a guy that right now is in sensational form. He's actually on record to have his best season in terms of goals and assists. If you look at where he was that year. He scored 19 goals, I think it was, and had a load of assists. What's it, about 12 or 13 this season? Insane. And he's another one who's really enjoying sort of his game at the moment, and so much so there's talk of a contract, when I think all of us expected him to run down the final year of his contract. We'd all cry as he left and went and did something else, and we'd love him and remember him, but it's not beyond the realms of possibility that his current form suggests that there's a place in the squad for Bobby beyond the end of the season, and that's testament to how well he started the season. He's been brilliant, nothing short of brilliant.
Would you offer him a new contract, Steve?
I'd give him a 12-month deal on reduced terms, yeah.
Yeah, reduced terms is the key for me.
Yeah.
I think we've had this conversation earlier on in the week, didn't we? Is that, if he's going to be on a first teamer's salary with first teamer's bonus, then maybe you have to ask questions of whether you're going to get value for money out of that. And I know people don't like to hear value for money and net spend and all this type of shit, but it's the way Liverpool Football Club are run, rightly or wrongly, whether you agree with it or you don't. We are where we are. Reduced terms make sense to me, with the option of good bonuses if he's massively involved in games, that pay him for the games that he's essentially involved in and scoring, assisting in as well. But it looks to me, Steve, like he's a bit of a breath of fresh air at the moment, Bobby Firmino. It's like he doesn't have any pressure on him, and because he doesn't have any pressure on him, he's not there to score the goals. He's now scoring the goals, which makes no sense.
Yeah, absolutely. And you make so much sense there when you talk about our understanding of what he's going to do in the squad if he stays next season. Why would you let a guy that can teach Elliott and Carvalho things that no one else in the squad can do because he's unique? There isn't another Bobby Firmino in world football. You can't go and buy a replacement. That skill set is a one-off, and we've got him. Keep him in the club. Give him the extension, reduced terms. However many games he plays, boost his salary. However many trophies you win, boost his salary. Keep him in. He's like you say, he's relaxed. He's scoring goals. He's enjoying himself. There's no pressure on him, and the two young lads can learn so much from him in terms of what you do when you don't have the ball, and how you play with your back to goal in particular. It makes sense to do it right now.
Let's not forget as well, he's giving Núñez more time to get up to speed. And I think that's massively important as well, isn't it? Because we'd have hoped that Jota was able to spell Núñez at times this season. We'd have hoped that Diaz was able to spell, Salah able to spell, of course. But it's kind of come down to Bobby Firmino. And it's been him and Núñez rotating in games coming up to this busy period that have actually taken a little bit of pressure off Núñez. Let him settle and get used to the system and start to showcase over the last week or so exactly what he can do. So you can measure Bobby's importance in terms of goals and assists, which I actually think is quite right, but you can also measure it in terms of you're actually buying the new lad time, the lad that we really need to work out, who we spent a lot of money on.
And this is a guy that's come to our country, new culture, doesn't speak English, learning about the city, learning about what we do, learning about the club, because they're very different to Benfica, and having Bobby doing what he's doing is massive. It gives him just that little bit of grace just to settle in at his own pace, and scoring goals again now. Got
a super chat here from Gareth Baird, £5. Thank you very much, Gareth. I've changed my prediction. Gareth was predicting 9-0 in the live team reactions. So he's changed my prediction due to people being negative about the team. I now predict 10-0. Come on, you Reds, you'll never walk alone. I like that. And AFC Max is back, $10. Thank you. Rooting for you boys. Hopefully you'll get into the top 4 this season. Shut up. And finish second. Shut up. We can shut the mouthy City fans up. Arsenal first, Liverpool second, and the rest. Yeah, all right. Looking forward to playing you in City. Yeah, as I said to you before, Max, thank you for the super chat. I hope you have a terrible end of the season as an Arsenal fan. Really like you as a person, but I hope that we absolutely whoop Arsenal's ass over the next few games and stuff. And I hope it all falls apart for Arsenal. I really do, because I'm bitter that you beat us the other week. Something interesting from Andrew Beasley over on Twitter, actually. He's put a team out here: Alisson, Trent, Matip, Konate, Robertson, Thiago Henderson, Keita, Jota, Firmino, Diaz with subs, Kelleher, Ramsey, Shimakash, Jones, Arthur, Oxlade, Chamberlain, Carvalho. Not an actual Liverpool matchday squad, just a broadly plausible one made of players who've been injured this season. If we just scroll down a bit, Núñez's absence today means 19 different Liverpool players have missed at least one game thanks to injury. That's so far this season, which is absolutely insane, isn't it, Steve? I mean, Núñez missing, he obviously felt something in his calf or his hamstring or something midweek against West Ham at half time. They monitored him, and then Jurgen decided not to risk it. And I think it's the right call not to risk Darwin Núñez totally right now, isn't it? Because you could really make it difficult for him to get off the ground in his Liverpool career.
Yeah, he doesn't need an injury on top of a suspension. You could be looking at missing 8 or 9 games and in his first, let's say Liverpool's first 20, which is not what we want. I was thinking about the injuries on the way in the car, and when you're not flying at the top of the table like we're accustomed to, players feel their injuries. It's a fact. It's human nature. When you're under pressure and you're feeling it a little bit, you tend to go and see the physio, and it happens. It's always happened. When you're top of the league and you're 6 points clear, whatever it is, players want to be involved in winning games and winning trophies, so they tend to be quiet. So there's a little bit of that perhaps in that as well, but 19's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, right. We're going to take a very, very short break, and I want to tell you a little bit about our brand new knitted Christmas jumpers in that break before we come back for Liverpool at Nottingham Forest. We've got 2 brand new knitted Christmas jumpers. It's our collaboration with Threads for Red, knitted Christmas jumpers, no word of a lie. These are absolutely incredible. We've got our glorious history with every trophy that Liverpool have won, every single major honour, and this is a reissue. It's looking smooth, it's looking fine, it feels great. Got the little captain thing with a load of captains on the arm over there. We've got the managers over there, and we've got our brand new Believer Christmas jumper as well. Oh yes, it's Jurgen Klopp. It's a knitted Christmas jumper. It's got the trophies that he's won on the side, and it's got the lyrics to the famous Jurgen Klopp song all over the arm. These 2 jumpers right now up for pre-order at redmenmerch.com. That's redmenmerch.com. There is a limited number of these. We've manufactured them, so you need to be quick. You need to get on it. redmenmerch.com. Yeah, thank you very much for that one. Honestly, redmenmerch.com. There's a pinned tweet in here. There should be a shelf underneath the video if you want to get them. We have got limited numbers, and I know it's ridiculous early, and I apologise for it being ridiculously early. Christmas doesn't start until after my birthday on the 10th of December, as far as I am truly concerned. When I'll be 40, by the way, everyone. Yippee. But these jumpers, they are absolutely incredible. You can see the Believer one. I've got it held up in front of me now. And obviously the back as well over here has all the trophies. There we go. That Jurgen Klopp has won on the back of it. It's inspired by the 89-91 Liverpool kit, which you can see the pattern of the red there as well. We've got Believer and a little bit of a nod to Carlsberg, one of our long-time sponsors, with a picture of the boss himself. It is fully knitted in the UK, in the Northwest as well. So yeah, go over to redmenmerch.com and get yourself one of them as well. Over on Twitter, we've got a competition running. We're putting 5 of these up for grabs because we've got another one as well. If you quote tweet this tweet that I am now showcasing you and tag 2 friends in that quote tweet, we'll close the competition 11 PM on Wednesday, Greenwich Mean Time, and you could win one of 5 of these jumpers. The design choice would be up to you, so get over there, tag 2 mates and get involved. Liverpool, Nottingham Forest looks like it's about 20 odd seconds away from kickoff. BT Sport have got the game today. Steve Cooper looks like he's about to get into a fight with somebody, which I think is about normal for Steve Cooper. That's kind of what he looks like. Jurgen looks like he's afraid of Steve Cooper, and it looks like he's not going to say anything bad to any officials today as well. I am looking forward to this game. I'm excited to see how Kurt Jones and Fabinho get on in this game. Oh, for fuck's sakes, it's Paul Tierney refereeing.
Andreas Iniesta.
He wishes. He does.
Quick super chat from Hitchin Bars. First day online for a week. Congrats on the 500k. Thanks to all of you that allowed us to get to that point. Can't do any of this without you. So big shout out to everyone who subscribed. Hope we can celebrate with an easy win today. Come on, you Reds.
I love that. And Rabadam has been a member for 10 months. This Bobby is a beautiful specimen of a human being, and that is a sentence that I have truly enjoyed saying. So thank you to everybody. We'll be in the comments, of course, and over in our Discord chat. The game is about to be kicked off. It's Nottingham Forest Liverpool, and it is off. Nottingham Forest play the ball over in the area of James Milner. It's probably going to go out, maybe. No, Fabinho's got it. Plays it back to Joe Gomez, back to the keeper Alisson. Interestingly, we've got Raul pulling to the left. You've got Carvalho, I've just seen ahead of him. He chooses to go back to Virgil van Dijk. Kurt Jones nice and deep on that left-hand side, as predicted by Steve Plunkett. Plays the ball over to Joe Gomez. Liverpool starting to get bodies a little bit further forward. Creep up the pitch now. Van Dijk takes it. Goes on a little bit of a 10-yard stride. Back to Kurt Jones. Left-hand side, halfway along with Robertson. Plays it back to Kurt Jones. Liverpool playing across the back. So formation-wise today, I think what we've seen so far is that it is a double pivot. It is definitely Kurt Jones with Fabinho. It looks to me like Harvey Elliott is probably playing on that right-hand side like we predicted. Carvalho on the left. Robertson behind him, of course. Nice little run there. It looks like Salah, up top with Bobby Firmino. Salah over on that right-hand side, as you'd expect. But it is, I suppose, for Bobby Firmino, as Liverpool make an attack down the right-hand side. Milner into Harvey Elliott. Oh, nearly plays in Mo Salah on the edge of the Nottingham Forest penalty area. And Joe Gomez deals with the clearance. Oh, and Virgil, little header, nice. Nottingham Forest have got it. Their number 10's running through, but Robbo's going with him. Liverpool have the ball back now. Right-hand side with Harvey Elliott does well to keep that ball under control. And Nottingham Forest now got it on the edge of their penalty area. It's exactly as we expected, Steve.
Yeah.
It's that goalkeeper wearing a cap.
Yep.
You don't see many goalkeepers wearing a cap nowadays, do you?
No, the stands usually help them out, don't they? But this is a two-sided big standard, and the rest is quite low. So yeah, he is definitely wearing a cap. There's no change to the formation. It's exactly as we predicted it would be. Really patient early start from Liverpool there. We strung about 15 to 20 passes together. Always good to start the game with the ball. Settle the nerves down. Certainly for Jones, give him a few. He had a few good early touches.
That was very important. Nottingham Forest don't have a sponsor. Is this normal?
Well, I don't know.
Nobody knows.
Another super chat from Gareth Baird. Thank you, Gareth. Thank you for making lads. My daughter won't let me watch the match, so I'll get to enjoy the Redmen TV. I like the stream, everyone. You'll never walk alone.
Yeah,
thanks very much, Gareth.
Thank you very much, Gareth. Do like the stream. It does help us, and it doesn't really take too much of your time either, does it? Just clicking that little thumbs up button, but it really does help us, and we appreciate everybody who does like the stream. Oh, it's nice play through the middle. Was that Kayate? Who was that?
Yeah, where did that come from?
Oh, what a little spin that is. Oh, well done, Virgil. And I loved him being aggressive the other night against Manchester City last weekend. I just thought it was nice to see him go and win the ball instead of constantly sort of backpedal.
Well, you and I have spoken about this before. He made shepherding danger away a bit of an art, and then he became over-reliant on it. And I think sometimes if the ball's there to be won against, it drains the confidence out of the forward you're up against. If you go and smash the ball and smash him at the same time and win it, he's got the physicality. He needs to do it, but it needs to mix it up. Sometimes you have to win the ball.
Absolutely. So there you go. Serge Aurier takes the throw in for Nottingham Forest. I tell you what, I know they haven't had a lot of the ball, but that Morgan Gibbs-White, their number 10, he looked a little bit dangerous. There was a lovely little sort of pirouette turn there, wasn't there? Someone we need to look out for. Obviously, started his career at Arsenal, wasn't it? Broke through at Arsenal. Somebody who could be a danger man for Nottingham Forest today.
They paid 40 million quid for him, so they would hope he would be a danger man today. So, big investment, useful footballer. This is his opportunity to sort of find his way into a first team and stay there, because, as you say, he was at Arsenal. And
unlucky Joe. Right.
Well battled, Joe.
Here we go. Oh, well in Carvalho makes it difficult, doesn't win the ball. Ball's out to Serge Aurier now. He's got Morgan Gibbs-White ahead of him, but he's tackled by Kurt Jones. He uses his strength, gives the free kick away, unfortunately, and it's probably an opportunity for Nottingham Forest to get some numbers into the box. Yeah, it's a foul. That's a foul. Kurt Jones in the end just runs through Aurier. One of the things I'm interested to see today, actually, Steve, is how Liverpool engage Nottingham Forest when we don't have the ball, because I think it's been a bit more of a mid to low block from Liverpool, more mid than low, but certainly against Manchester City we're not pressing high up, but then we don't have the numbers high up to do it. There's only two fellas up there nowadays, and there's generally four in the middle of the park, so maybe it's just easier to press in the middle of the park now.
Well, you can press the entire back four with the front three, and then you can use one of the midfield three to go and press in the DM position. And we, as you rightly said, we can't do that anymore. So we do press, but we press differently. We use specific.
Oh, is he going to get round Aurier? No, it was a big clearance.
We use different triggers now. You're quite right to reference the fact that we don't have the bodies up front. So you're right. It's a bit more of a mid block. But not as rigid as some of the mid blocks. There's a bit of intelligence about it, but it is different. You are right.
Right hand side, Elliott plays the ball back just above the halfway line to Joe Gomez, who plays it behind the halfway line for Virgil van Dijk. I think we're going to be playing this to the right hand side, and James Milner in 20 yards of space on the right hand side. He's got Fabinho edging towards him. He's got who was that? That Bobby Firmino pulled wide. He tries to play in Salah into the box, but nothing happening there. Liverpool win the ball back with James Milner. Gomez loses out. But Harvey Elliott's there, and as is Firmino, who plays the ball back to Milner. He's got Elliott to the right-hand side. Is he going to use him? No, he tries to cut the ball back into Bobby Firmino, who's dropping into that 10 position. Liverpool look to have won a throw in there as the camera pans to Jurgen Klopp for no fucking apparent reason whatsoever when the game is just off.
Little shout out from Matthew from Ireland who's messaged us. Big Redmen fan all the way from Ireland. Big shout out for him.
Lovely. Let us know in the comments where you are watching from in the world. James Milner inside. Oh, it was a poor ball. He was looking for Harvey Elliott and Salah nearly got on the end of it. A big counter-attack ball over the top, but Virgil van Dijk deals with it well as Taiwo and Awoniyi. Oh, God, I'm terrible at fucking Awoniyi. It's like saying it if you're Scottish. Awoniyi. Awoniyi. There you go. That's how you pronounce that.
Confident from Elliot. Jones there under pressure.
I haven't seen anything of Nico Williams yet. There he is, just on the ball.
As soon as you say that, he gets 2 touches.
Yeah, playing left back for Nottingham Forest. Awoniyi, another ex-Liverpool player, of course. They've got quite a lot of links to Liverpool now, Nottingham Forest, don't they?
Yeah, with Steve Cooper and Awoniyi.
Awoniyi. Yeah. It's the only way I'm going to remember to pronounce that, you know.
And Nico Williams, yeah. So, yeah, three guys who are playing against former club.
There you go. Liverpool have the ball just on the halfway line. Now Gomez is looking for a run in behind from Carvalho. It's poor, it's overhit. It goes straight back to the capped keeper, whose name is Dean Henderson, obviously former Manchester United player. They've got a bit of a who's who of Premier League rejects, Nottingham Forest, don't they?
Yeah.
Aurier and Morgan Gibbs-White and Awoniyi, Lingard, Chakate, Nico Williams. I wouldn't call him a reject because he wanted to move, but the others potentially. Virgil van Dijk comes and wins the ball high up the pitch, actually, 30-40 yards from goal. Roberts on the left-hand side. Oh, pick the right pass, mate. He had Carvalho running down the left and he drills it into Nottingham Forest player instead. There we go. We'll pull back with the ball now. I'm going to have a little look on the Discord and see what's going on there. If you want to speak to me in the Club Legend Discord, I know you guys have conversations all the time. Sometimes I find it difficult to pull out a comment that's specific for me. But just put in a tag me in it. You know what? Just tag me, and then I'll see it. That'll be the easiest way, everybody. If you are watching as a Club Legend on our Redmen Plus subscriber, or a plussy, as I like to say. They put up the ball in the centre circle with Fabinho and Joe Gomez now, and not a lot of movement on that right hand side. Elliott a little bit stationary, receives the ball, cuts inside, looking for someone ahead of him, tries to flick the ball to Carvalho. Oh, he's in! What a touch! Oh, he nearly made the goalkeeper! What a touch! Talk me through it, Steve.
Elliott picks the ball up on the right, comes inside, looks up, sees the run. It's a great ball in behind. Comes over, brings it down, tries to make the keeper. And to be fair, he makes himself a decent target.
What a touch that is, mate! And a great save.
It's a good save.
It's a great save. That's brilliant. That's the right wing. The right winger crossing to the left winger as he cuts inside.
The movement. The movement.
Touch. Oh my God! I nearly jizzed in my pants. It was fantastic football from Liverpool. Robbo with the corner now. Lifts it into the air centre. Oh, Nottingham Forest just about clear the line, and it's another corner to Liverpool Football Club. It feels like something special's about to happen. It feels to me like James Milner is going over to take the corner, and he's going to whip one in for Virgil van Dijk to head into the top bin. Hello, Abe. Nice to see you in the Discord, of course. Thank you for tagging as well. Great save by Dean Henderson there, and great football by Liverpool, Steve.
Oh, tremendous. The passing, the movement, the touch, the whole thing was great. Advert for football. Henderson does really well to come out and close the angles. Really nice to see the two young lads linking up.
Milner whips it in. Oh, it's Bobby! Oh, Bobby just heads wide. He headed it down. It just flashes past Henderson's right post. He pushes his man away brilliantly. Doesn't quite judge it right, does he?
Is it Steve Cook he's got? Yeah, it's Steve Cook.
Oh, that arm coming across his face might just have put him off just as he's about to head the ball. Liverpool look like they've woken up today. City ground, 10 minutes in. Liverpool have got the ball. Milner, Harvey Elliott, after that special ball, plays in Kurt Jones. He plays in Salah. Back to Kurt Jones. Ooh, the footy was good against him. That right-hand side is looking tight.
Yeah, against our old boy Nico. But the pass and the movement's brilliant at the moment. We've got people in the chat here from South Africa, from Cape Town, from Lebanon, Indiana, USA. From another one from Liverpool, of course.
Brilliant. Super chat from Owen as well. Sent us 89 pence. Really love that. Thank you very much. If you want to get a comment in, just type a normal comment and we'll try and find you. Owen, appreciate that. Nottingham Forest on the break now. They've got 3 versus 3. It's Gomez, it's Van Dijk, and it's Andy Robertson back for us. Virgil van Dijk steps in, wins the ball. Carvalho has it now, left-hand side, in our half. He's looking ahead of him. He looked up front and saw if there was a run. Decides to keep the ball, and Liverpool now have it. Calm down a little bit. Got a little bit out of control there. 3-on-3, but Virgil van Dijk chooses his moment really well to win the ball back, Steve.
Yeah, a good start from Liverpool, making chances, creating angles, good passing. Virgil looks sharp, winning, as you said before, winning the ball well into their half. Has won a few little battles there, one-on-one at the back. Decent start.
Big press from
oh dear.
Check it out.
Caught Milner late there with a stray foot.
Oh, big press. Like a player I've always found to be I quite enjoy watching Kouyaté, to be honest with you. I like those big physical centre midfielders you can break at times. Like,
yeah. Like a Poundland Patrick Vieira, maybe.
Exactly. Liverpool have the ball now. Kurt Jones, he's popped up left and he's popped up right so far. It looks like Fabinho is going to be the deeper of the two, which I think we'd all understand. Gomez. That's his third poor ball there from Joe. Puts us under a little bit of pressure. We've got the numbers back. You can see Robbo straining to get back now. He's just going to shepherd that one out.
That's a poor ball from Forest. That's a poor ball.
Oh, go faster stripes there for Cooper on the back of his jacket. Jesse Lingard looks pissed off, but isn't that just normal for Jesse
Super
Lingard?
chat from Big Boy. Hey lads, watching from Sydney, Australia. Just come back from Vietnam where I got a live bird tattoo, which I've wanted for years. Fair play. Thanks for the super chat and well done on the tattoo. Nice, Big Boy. Like that. Thank you very much for the super chat, mate. Really appreciate that. Liverpool have a throw in right in the corner flag. Robbo looked like it was to Firmino and then back to Robbo, who clears the ball. Salah was the low man up front. That's a tough ball dangerous for Alisson to deal with. Brilliant header by Alisson from a tough back pass from James Milner. Well done. Oh,
it's not out of play yet.
Then.
Oh, that's a second from Kouyaté in 2 minutes. What did I say about him? I think he's a prick, I think I said.
But you like watching him, Chris?
He puts himself about. I like players who put themselves about, but that's a bit nasty. That looked like knee level to me on. I don't think he means it, but he really does catch him hard. Oh, he runs through.
Knee on knee, isn't it? They do.
Yeah, tough that. Moto Sir Ali says that should be a yellow. Big Boy says, I always forget my name is Big Boy in this account. Name is actually Nick. Lol. He's right. Brilliant. K8 Monster in our Discord says, last year this weekend Mo got a hat-trick against Man United on my birthday in the very first Liverpool match I have ever watched. Would love a hat-trick repeat. I would love a hat-trick repeat for you. Happy birthday weekend to you. Happy birthday K8 Monster. Happy birthday K8 Monster. That's enough. It is what it is. Liverpool have the ball. Fabinho, Joe Gomez, Virgil van Dijk. They're not pressing. They're not pressing at all, Steve.
No, they're sitting off. I think because we've created chances, they've now gone pragmatic because of the chances we've created. When you press, you leave spaces for Liverpool, don't you? So there's probably an instruction on there just to sit in and make it difficult with 2 lines of 4.
Absolutely. So Carl Martin, member for 14 months, has called heroes to the YouTube channel. Thank you very much, mate. He says, comment, love seeing my Reds watching from Long Beach, California at 4:30 a.m. this morning. Hope you're watching it with like-minded Reds. I mean, I don't know how far away Long Beach is from Jocks the Dailies, but if you ever get the chance to watch a match at Jocks the Dailies, do. It's great. Trust me, I loved it. I'm sure you know it better than I do. Harvey Elliott, right-hand side, into Mo Salah, inside the penalty area. Looks to try and get a little bit of space, but they defend the edge of the area really well there between the 2 Nottingham Forest players. Harvey Elliott still right-hand side is in space, gets the ball from Kurt Jones. Not a good ball, unfortunately. Nico Williams reads it, plays a little 1-2 and has it. Harvey Elliott does well to close him down. Who's got the ball now? Oh, skips past Nico, fouls Harvey Elliott. We're about 35 yards away from goal, right by the throw-in line. He's just got quick feet. Yeah. He doesn't really... Yeah, he pulls his foot out, Nico. He doesn't go to hurt or anything like that. It's just a foul.
So in the last 20 seconds, you've probably seen 2 reasons why Nico is now at Nottingham Forest and not at Liverpool. The bad ball to give the possession away and then jumping in a little bit there.
Absolutely. Agreed. 100%. Liverpool have it on the halfway line. James Milner switches possession out to probably Andy Robertson in the darkness of the shade of the let's go with North stand. Fuck it. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Very hard to see over there. We should probably get a few crosses in the box if Dean Henderson's wearing a cap and it's really bright there, and take advantage of that sunshine.
Yeah.
It's old school footy, that, isn't it? You just don't see it often enough anymore. But you know,
Sonny lads bomb the keeper. Yeah,
absolutely. A little bit boring at the moment. Liverpool looking for angles and space, and there's Harvey Elliott in a little bit of space on that right hand side. He's got Bobby Firmino ahead of him. He's got
too much on the pass. Too much on the pass.
It's the right run and the right pass though. There you go. Let's see it again. It's a nice little run there from Bobby's point. Pass is terrible. It's not the right angle of the pass or anything. Was it?
It needed to be more in towards the centre of the box, didn't it?
Yeah, that's where you need a right footer playing it. It, you know, where it's bending towards them rather than away from them. Subban says, where is the intensity? I don't think we're going to see the intensity in the forward areas in quite the same way, but this area of the field here, this is where we've got to show intensity. We'll pass through, to be honest with you, and Joe Gomez is going to be there, utilise his pace and play the ball back to Alisson. He's got Robbo on the left if he chooses to use him. Plays the ball, dangerous one into Kurt Jones. Does brilliantly to turn his man.
Brave, that, isn't it? Fucking Curtis Jones was brave. And got a free kick.
Really brave. 0-0. 17 minutes gone. Now. We've been the better side, Steve.
Yeah, I think so. Seen a lot more of the ball. Obviously, the Carvalho effort that Henderson saves is the biggest chance of the game. We're looking good at the moment. We're moving the ball around well. They've definitely dropped off. They've definitely had a scare in the first couple of minutes. They're sitting a bit deeper defensively, so we might find those chances harder to come by. But it's certainly not a bad start, is it? No,
not at all. I'm going to bring up the stats now, actually, on my iPad. And hang on a second. We've got sorry, Si, that's my bad, mate. We've got Bobby Firmino going into the attacking corner, and Nico Williams. James Milner wins it. And now it's a goal kick. Yeah, I'll bring the stats up now. Sorry, Si. Liverpool have had 73% of the ball. 2 shots to 0 shots for Nottingham Forest. 1 shot on target, 1 shot off target. So not loads happening at the moment. We've had the Bobby Firmino from the corner, haven't we?
Yeah.
And we've obviously had the aforementioned Carvalho one. That was the best quality I think Liverpool have shown in the game. But right now, I think the midfield of Fabinho and Kurt Jones is standing up to the test.
Yes, so far so good. Kurt Jones had to be brave on a couple of occasions, which I know Klopp's a fan of that side of his game. And as I say that, he gives the ball away. Of course. But yeah, not a bad start in there in the midfield.
And he's had a lot of the ball, Kurt Jones, hasn't he? I'd expected to see Fabinho a little bit more, but it has very much been Kurt Jones. And that's the one thing I do like about Kurt Jones's game, is this, like, the strength that he uses his body really well when he does have the ball. As Nottingham Forest attack with Morgan Gibbs-White now. Plays it inside. They've got it. Oh, my days. Big problems for Alisson Becker.
Straight
makes the save from
throat.
Kouyaté. Wow. That was a chance on the edge of the area for Kouyaté.
Carvalho loses it, stays down. He's up now.
Yeah, so Morgan Gibbs-White plays a 1-2 through, doesn't he? He holds
does well.
Gomez off really well. Goes through Milner's legs. He's done really well to keep his eye on that, Alisson, hasn't he?
Could have gone anywhere off Milner's feet there, couldn't it? But you'd expect a keeper of that calibre to deal with that, and he did, without any difficulty at all. But the first real chance Forest have created there.
Absolutely. Bobby's dropped deep to get the ball this time. He's popped up all over the place, hasn't he? We've seen him running down the right wing in the last couple of minutes. He's just dropped into that sort of false 9 position, or the 10 position. There you go. Robbo into Carvalho, left-hand side, just entering the penalty area. Oh, it was Salah in front of the sticks, and a great block from Nottingham Forest defender.
Out goes for a corner to have a look at this. Gomez feeds it into Robbo's feet. Looks up, it's got runner, it's Curtis Jones. Cuts it back to Salah, and it's blocked by McKenna, I think it is. It goes away for a corner.
Right, great call, mate. Was that Kurt Jones? It was on the run. Sorry, I called that as Carvalho earlier. Robertson with the corner this time. Then we'll come back to a massive super chat that we've got there. But we'll just get this corner done first. Rick whipped in. Robbo. Oh, Virgil just underneath it. He had a great chance of getting something on target. And the ball goes out for a Liverpool throw. And let's go to that super chat, mate. Rick Davies.
Expat watching the Philippines. It's just gone off my screen. 1 second, I'll get it back.
Love these early kickoffs. Love you boys. Love the Reds. You'll never walk alone. LFC for life. I've no idea what 500 axes are. But thank you so much for it, because the colour coding tells me that it's a big super chat. So massively appreciate that, Rick. Nice to see you watching from over there as well. I'm glad you enjoyed the early kickoffs. Hopefully Liverpool can get you a big result today, mate. Thank you again for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Liverpool have the ball. Virgil van Dijk. We've got James Milner looking for that run out to win on that right-hand side. Joe Gomez now has it. Does play in James Milner. Chalk on his boots. Back to Kurt Jones. Uses this body well. Keeps possession. Great. And now we've got Fabinho and Joe Gomez.
It will give and go.
James Milner still wants it. He's got his arm in the air like he knows the answer to a quiz question. Fabinho, Joe Gomez. Surely we're working it to this right-hand side. They've compacted over there. It's going to be difficult to build up on the right. Surely we have to move to the left.
This is where the patience and what we're doing now comes into play, where you recycle and try on the other side. It's good. It's tires Forest out.
Oh,
Poor ball from Gomez again.
4th time.
You know, we're testing their concentration with this recycling of the ball, and then we go and give it away like that. It's frustrating, isn't it?
It really is, because, as you say, we know what we're doing. You build down that right-hand side, and you can't get through. The left-hand side's open because they've compacted across to it. But you've got to keep the ball. You can't just give them possession, give them an out, and give them a counter-attack. And that's the 4th time, as I counted, that Joe Gomez has played a sloppy pass.
Yeah, 100%. And it is about Joe Gomez. We're testing their concentration, and Joe Gomez goes and shows us he's not on top of his. It's tough, because we had the ball there for about 15 passes and we gave it away so cheaply. And
it's like the pressure cooker, isn't it? Steve? You know, we're building, and then there's a big fucking let off when Joe does that.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, these moves are about stretching Forest, waiting for somebody to switch off, and then you get your opening, and then Gomez makes it easy for them, and that is frustrating.
So we've got the ball now. James Milner back in our half, right back position. Plays a cracking ball to Harvey Elliott in the half space between the lines of the midfield and the defence. He's in the box now. He whips the ball in. It was Carvalho, sorry.
Oh.
Heads it wide.
Well played, Harvey Elliott.
Ball into Harvey Elliott's feet. Look at this. Half space in between the lines. Turns on it with his right foot. Oh, he's dancing. Chips it. Brilliant footy.
Absolutely superb. Harvey Elliott's going to be a star. He already is, but he's going to be something special, isn't he?
Was there a handball there? No. Okay. Definitely jumped with his hand in the air.
Sunny Side Up says 500 Filipino peso is about $9. Thank you anyway.
Nice one, mate. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's big. Oh, Kurt Jones. Oh, he's lost out in the middle of the park. Now it's Morgan Gibbs-White on the right-hand side. Brilliant. Tracking back from Carvalho. Wins the ball cleanly. Kurt Jones. A brave pass across his goal to James Milner. Wow. James Milner's looking for something into Salah's feet. Elliott looking for something over the top to Bobby Firmino. It's not the best ball, to be honest.
Cook wins it.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, keep your foot down there, Bobby. Oh, it's a cracking turn by Nico. He's done
and
two
again.
of them. Foot me a bus. Oh, that's brilliant play by Nico Williams, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
He's on it, left-hand side. He's still got it. He's driving. He's about James Milner. Well in, James.
And to play on.
He's right, James. He's fallen over. He's fallen over. Liverpool have the ball. Edge of our penalty area now. Who started well for you for Liverpool's thing?
The back four, Virgil van Dijk started really well. I think Milner's shown up for the ball. Joe needs to sort his passing out. In midfield, Jones is showing for the ball a lot. Whilst he's brave, he's playing an awful lot on the stretch, which will worry me and probably worry the coaching staff.
Just going to stop you there. Sorry, James Milner plays it into Harvey Elliott in the half space again. Loses out. I think that's McKenna, isn't it?
Say Elliott's had a bright start to the game, and Carvalho's made a decent start too.
He has it down that left-hand side. Joe Gomez one-on-one with him. He cuts inside of him. He's got Fabinho to deal with, and because of that, he plays a poor shot into Alisson Becker's hands. Yeah, what about the forward players then?
Forward players. Salah's showing up for the ball. Bobby's doing okay. We're just giving it to them in difficult areas at the moment because of how deep Forest are at the minute. So Steve Cook's really got that back four really deep to give him no space in behind. Largely because Steve Cook is advancing in his years and has no pace and doesn't fancy a foot race with Salah. But like I say, there's 3 or 4 of them that have started the game brightly. Just need Joe Gomez to sort his distribution out. Yeah,
as the sun just goes behind a cloud for a minute and plunges the entire pitch into darkness. Liverpool have the ball in their half. No pressure whatsoever from Nottingham Forest yet. Played it out to the right-hand side for Bobby Firmino. Harvey Elliott back to Bobby Firmino. Cut it inside now. He's got Carvalho ahead of him. Tries to dink it over. Looked like a little bit of handball, but it might have been chest. Gibbs White has it now. REA. Back to Steve Cook.
Strange
back
pass.
to the goalkeeper, Dean Henderson, who clears the ball. And it's straight to James Milner, who goes back to Alisson Becker in goal. Let's have a little look at the Discord now. See what's going on. Has anybody tagged me in anything? Oh, can you put some tunes on, said John Lee, David Blackshaw. Have we still got charge on that? No, we can't. We've lost charge on the iPad, I'm afraid. I'll sing something for you. He wants I'm So Glad Jürgen is a Red. Okay. I really can't sing, gents. I'm really sorry. Do you want to sing? Can you sing?
No.
Can anyone sing? Dan, are you good at singing? Boss, you going to come in here and do us a rendition of I'm So Glad? Yeah? It was a bit of a non-committal answer from Dan there. He gave it the big one about being great at singing, then he shrugged his shoulders when I asked him to come in and actually fucking sing. Liverpool, Alisson Becker just deflects across to Harvey Elliott. Oh, Nottingham Forest have won the ball on the left-hand side. Is that McKenna? Cracking little ball in. Virgil van Dijk looked like he'd lost it, but he didn't. Robertson's got it. Tries a big ball over the top. I'm assuming it's a foot race between Cook and Salah, but the ball's so bad that Cook actually has the chance to win it. And he hoofs it clear. Virgil deals with it. Yeah. 27 minutes, 25 seconds gone. This clock today, Si, is top tier, fucking on point to the seconds. Incredible stuff there from Si Fletcher. Big boy on the screen as the newest member, or Nick Lol, as his name is. Nick Lol. Nick Lol. That's what he said his name was. Nick Lol.
Gone through a bit of a flat spell at the moment, the game, hasn't it? It's kind of...
Yeah, it does. Lee Constable saying Jones and Elliott, best two players on the pitch so far. It was a few minutes ago. Harvey Elliott on that right-hand side there. Kurt and Carvalho both been on the left and having the same colour boots on. It's just cruel on you, Pajak. Yeah, it is, Abe. Thanks very much, mate. Yeah, very much so. And similar length hair. There's too many players in our squad now with similar length hair. Not good. Not good.
Big switch out wide. Jones on the overlap. Comes inside instead. Long ball through for... Is that Gibbs White the furthest forward?
Looks like it, yeah. He's clapping.
Out for a throw into Liverpool.
He likes the ball from Nico Williams, not as much as me, because it goes out for a Liverpool throw-in. He just looks like he's going to Concert Square. Doesn't he?
With his Paul Smith jacket on,
Yeah. Maybe not Concert Square, actually. Maybe more the Beatles end.
Yeah.
Maybe the First National pub.
Yeah.
That's where he's going, isn't it?
Trip
First
down
Nash.
down Matthew Street for the Beatles themed pubs, yeah.
Yeah. That's what Cooper likes. Oh, he's not happy, is he?
SMB purchased the Believer Christmas jumper this morning. Well done. It's a cracker.
Honestly, it really, really is. Like, I mean, I know the game's going on and stuff, but like, I'll see if I can get the sleeves on the goes. Liverpool attack down the right-hand side. James Milner has it. Whoa, Harvey Elliott. Oh no, Mo Salah in the penalty area. Oh, it's a weak shot.
Couldn't get anything on it. And again, great play by Harvey Elliott coming inside there. Takes the ball from... intercepts Milner's pass, does really well. Salah opens up his body and it's an easy one for Henderson.
Yeah, chance though, chance. Let's see if I can get this here, just to give you an example of what the sleeve looks like. I don't know whether you can see that there, but that's got the lyrics to the song, obviously. I'm So Glad on it and stuff like that, and you know it's spread across both sleeves. The back is all the trophies that Jürgen has won as Liverpool manager. It really is, and it's so comfortable. It's so good. And Nottingham Forest are on the attack.
He's got a runner outside of him who sees him. It's Gibbs Morgan, right? And easily saved by.
Oh God! It
was Lingard. Easily saved by Alisson, but that's a worry that run off him was too easy.
Yeah. far too easy. And that's been Liverpool's Achilles heel this season, isn't it? Pressure and soft underbelly.
Yeah, which is something that's your watchword for the season so far.
Soft underbelly.
Soft underbelly.
Yeah.
It has been. It was too easy. Third man running again. Too easy. But an easy save for Alisson.
Yeah, he's taken it with his wrong foot, hasn't he? And he's tried to catch the keeper off guard, but you have to get up very early in the morning to catch Alisson Becker off guard. Liverpool have it now, 40 yards from goal maybe. I don't really even know what a yard is, you know.
No, I don't. Maybe we should research that.
Is that Bobby Firmino out on the right-hand side? Yeah, you can tell by the step
nice
overs and the
scoop.
little flick.
Oh, round the corner.
Javier,
It's come back to him. It's come to Fabinho.
Milner.
Outside.
Oh, he's done his...
Come on.
He bought what's happened to Salah in the box?
Salah's got taken out there. I think came round the back.
I wonder
of
if
him.
there's going to be a VAR decision here because Salah's got taken out. There's a bit of a Firmino talking to the referee. Let's have a look. He pushes him. You're not getting a VAR for that. You are not getting a penalty for that. Not Mo Salah. I'm not even sure that's a foul, to be honest. I don't really think Nico can walk out the way there, to be honest. Salah looks like he's hurt here. This isn't good. Salah doesn't go down and stay down. This is not good for Liverpool Football Club. Milner's asking for people to come across. Bobby Firmino's asking for people to come across. What's happened that I didn't see to Mo Salah here? Is he saying he got something in the back of the head maybe? Is something gone? Is he not holding his leg? I think
his lower back?
Yes. It might well be. Now, shit. If this is a Mo Salah injury, obviously it's fucking not good. Let's have a look at it again. McKenna just pushes down on Mo Salah.
Straight for his back, look.
It doesn't look like anything was there. Not to me. I think something might have gone in this. No, he's alright.
Quick super chat while we sort out Mo Salah from Side the Mackham. Just ordered that beauty of a jumper. Cheers, lads.
Si, thank you so much, mate. Appreciate the super chat, appreciate the support, and in return I'll send you a fucking epic, believer knitted Christmas jumper. Really appreciate that, mate. Salah looks like he's okay, thankfully, because I was just about to ask the question of what the fuck do you do with the subs if Salah has to go off, Steve? What would you have done?
Well, Bobby Clark's the only forward option on the bench other than Oxlade-Chamberlain.
So what would you have done?
You've got to go with Bobby Clark.
Wow.
Because I don't think Oxlade-Chamberlain can play through the middle.
Could you have put Harvey in the 10?
I don't think it. Well, possibly.
Put Bobby up front?
Possibly. There's an option. It's a tough one. We hope he recovers from that.
Right, free kick, edge of the area. James Milner, right hand side. It's crossing, not shooting position. James Milner whips it in, back sticks Carvalho. He doesn't go to it. It looks like a little breakdown in communication there, or a comunicado breakdownio, as nobody ever said. Now Liverpool have it with Carvalho. Another great touch, and I tell you what a cheeky little turn that is, Steve.
It was, wasn't it?
You're not thinking he's going to do that as a player there, are you?
No. Certainly caught the Forest back four out. Question marks whether they pulled him down there. Here's Mo back on.
Mo's back on.
Let's keep an eye
I was really concerned for him then, because something like that, when nothing seems to have happened, they're sometimes the worst ones, the non-contact injuries, aren't they?
Yeah. Super chat from Ash City W, still papering over a lot of cracks. £2 super chat. Thanks for your support, Ash.
Well, right now at 0-0, is he right?
Possibly.
I still stand by this, and I was pissed at the game the other night. But I don't mind Liverpool not playing great and winning games of footy. In fact, I really kind of like it, because it's a fucking platform to build on.
It shows resilience and strength of spirit, doesn't it? And I agree. You can't always play brilliant football and win football games as much as you'd like to. Sometimes a scruffy 1-0. Roll back the years and look at all the teams that have won titles, Liverpool included in that. Sometimes you have to win ugly, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. You got a super chat here from Jonathan Cook. I'll take your opinion on this one, Steve. You're blaming Gomez for those passes, but two have been to Fabinho, who's on his heels every time and slow to react. I'm commentating and watching at the same time, so I'm going to trust you, Jonathan, on this. I've not noticed this.
There's been a little bit of that, but there was a couple that went straight to a red shirt. So, Jonathan, you do have a point. A couple of them, Fabinho could have done better. but a couple of them went straight to a player in red. So we'll listen to both of our points on that one and agree on that, I think.
Yeah, okay. I like it. Discourse. Real discourse. Harvey Elliott. All the way back to James Milner. Back to Harvey Elliott. Crossing position. Got Milner on the overlap. Uses him.
Right.
2 in the box. You got Carvalho.
Oh, good block. Good block. But he delayed. He just delayed for a second there, didn't he?
Carvalho's the runner at the near post and Bobby stays penalty spot, and it's great that they both don't go to the same place, isn't it? Oh, it's Salah maybe, I don't know.
Brilliant, but he's too late. He's too late in putting that in the box. If you watch this now, and he just holds off and gives a guy a chance to get back in and get a foot in. I thought he held on for that for too long. Close
though. Good overlap again. Yeah. Good work by Elliott and Milner again on that right hand side, and now Liverpool have a corner, and then once the corner's happened, if Liverpool don't score, they will come back and talk about that right hand side a little bit. Milner, Lino, assistant referee not letting him take the corner just yet. Got Virgil with McKenna. Fabinho's normally the blocker for Virgil van Dijk, so look for Virgil to go one way around Fabinho, McKenna to go the other, and that creates the separation. They're both on the edge of the penalty area. Where is he going to go? He goes exactly like I said, but he doesn't get the ball. Milner still has it. Option to whip it in with his left foot. Takes it. Big back stick, Virgil. Oh, go Virgil. It was Virgil.
Oh, my days.
What are you doing?
Free header.
He goes free, Steve.
Free header. All the time in the world. And he's onside. All the time in the world. Oh, dear me.
He's trying to play it Bobby. He's trying to play Bobby in. What a numpty. He is trying to play Bobby in, isn't he?
He is, yeah. Wrong decision, Verge. Sorry.
He's just bobbied. Bobby?
He bobbied Bobby, yeah. Nick Lol comes back and says, I've been christened Nick Lol. I accept with grace.
Hey, he's right, Nick Lol. He's changed his name as well.
Brilliant.
He's right, Nick Lol. Love it, mate. Love that, thank you. Oh, man. That's a fucking big chance, Steve.
Yes, he should have headed for goal. He should have got... He's right to head it back where it came from, but on target rather than in the perceived
vicinity of
Bobby Firmino, yeah.
Oh, God. I think what would have been really nice to see is what Bobby would have done in that situation. Do you think he'd have headed it back to Virgil?
We'd be having the same conversation with him.
Forever. The fucking two of them playing it back and forth.
Game of head tennis in front of goal.
No, you have it. No, you scored a goal.
No, go on, you take it.
No, you.
No, you have it.
Fucking plant pots, the pair of them. Score the goals and then fuck around, lads. But good footy. That right hand side, Milner, Harvey Elliott, looking good now, isn't it? And you know, Bobby Firmino helping out over there as well.
Yeah, do you know what's interesting? I watched them when the Forest team came up, and they put Nico at left back. They've got Renan Lodi, who came from Atletico Madrid in the summer, who's a Brazilian left back, and a good one. So I'm surprised. We're getting a lot of joy down there, aren't we?
Yeah, and it has to be... Oh, he's given the foul against Bobby Firmino, even though he's saying he used my shoulder. I think he probably does push him in the back rather than the shoulder.
He can't play the ball from there, so that's a foul.
So, on the right-hand side, I think they've obviously targeted it. I think they're working out over there. What I'm seeing right now from this right-hand side, and I liken this last season, is that it's a bit of a jab at the moment, and maybe we're looking for that sucker punch from the left-hand side when we create that bit of space. What do you think?
Yeah, totally. The switch is on. They'll come across to try and help out the right-hand side. You can hopefully switch it, or alternatively, you get a couple of runners in behind, like we have with Milner and Elliott on a couple of occasions, and the pullback is the right pullback, but seems to be a tactic to play down Nico's side, and it's bearing fruit at the moment. We're doing okay with it.
Absolutely. Nottingham Forest have it with Nico Williams on the left-hand side. He whips the ball in. It's a cracking little ball across the box. Robbo has to deal with it, and he does. He whips that ball forwards. Mo Salah pushed in the back by the experienced Steve Cook, who wins the ball because of that. I'll have a little look on the Discord, see what's going on. Dean T7 says, what the actual fuck, Virgil? And how did David? He said he passed to Bobby.
He needs a booking, getting it booked.
Kiate, that's 3 at least now that I'm counting.
Nick Lol is back in with another $2 super chat, saying, purely to avoid having grown men call me big boy.
He's lost control of his body. I don't think he hurt Harvey Elliott, but it's got to be an accumulation, at least a yellow card. It's not purely to avoid having grown men call me big boy. Yeah, fair play. I don't mind. I might start calling you big boy. Harvey Elliott, chalk on his boots, right hand side. He's got to have that run. Oh, Bobby comes deep. Wants the 1-2 with Harvey Elliott. Works him into space. He's got Salah and Carvalho in the middle. Harvey Elliott cuts back onto his left foot. Who was that?
Milner put the ball in.
No, Bobby.
Was it Bobby?
I think so. It's tough to tell on the screen. You'd think it would be great.
It was Bobby. You're right. Great shout, Chris. Good spot.
There he is. Virgil van Dijk. Fabinho. 40 yards from goal. Whips the ball out to the left-hand side. It must be Robbo. Heads it in to Carvalho. Just about loses out there to Ryan Yates.
Well done, Joe. Good strength. Easy ball for him.
Lovely control by Virgil van Dijk on his
Whilst we're sort of probing, do you think Joe Gomez has got a chance of going to the World Cup, Chris?
If he plays like he did against Manchester City every week, yes. And I'll tell you, he'll be England's best defender. And I think he should do, to be honest. But one thing I will say is, if you are the manager of England and you are taking Raheem Sterling and Joe Gomez, let's not forget about that fucking spat. If you're the manager of England,
yeah,
that's got to come into consideration because of harmony being so important to the World Cup. Not that I care for it or care what England do, but if I was the manager, I would be thinking, is he by far and away England's best, and will it upset the apple cart if I put him back there? Maybe there's a lot of water.
Shows a lack of managerial strength if you've got to leave a player out because there's been friction between the two. In history, players in the same team haven't spoke to each other.
Yeah.
So you think you could manage that. And right now, with injuries to certain players from other squads, Joe Gomez might be a very viable option. You just got to pull the two together and say, it's water under a bridge, it's gone, it's finished, I don't want to see it. This is a World Cup campaign. You don't do it. Whatever the problem is between you, it doesn't resurface while we're out here.
Yeah, good point. Well presented, and I think you're probably right, but I'm not sure Southgate's the man to do it.
No.
Fabinho.
I totally agree.
Kurt Jones, again Elliott, chalk on his boots, right hand side. He's stretching that back line as best he can. There you go. It's Lingard that he's up against. Oh, it's a poor control. It was Milner, apologies. Milner, not Harvey Elliott. 43 minutes gone, 14 seconds. I would have liked to see a goal first half. It doesn't look likely that Liverpool are going to score in this first half, but some encouraging signs from Liverpool, some good chances created. That one for Carvalho, it was just lovely.
Oh, the football was beautiful. The movement from both him and Elliott, the guys that we are earmarked early on as people we wanted to see today. But for a really good positional save from the keeper, that's a wonderful goal.
I've got a question here from Kieran Oren on Club Legend Discord. Thanks for tagging me. This is making this a lot easier. What do you think about Tierney's refereeing of this game? Seems to be giving a lot of soft fouls, and that seems to be going against the philosophy Anthony Taylor tried to follow in the City game and letting the game flow.
I think Anthony Taylor's philosophy was his own philosophy for that game, if I'm being honest with you. And there were things he let go he shouldn't have let go. So I think there'll be a conversation with his powers that be to say, you kind of made a rod for your own back because some of the things you let go you shouldn't have let go, and some of the decisions got questioned. I don't know if I prefer this game management style to the other one. I'm not sure how I feel about it because it is very stop-starty, isn't it?
It is, and I think Liverpool will probably be more unhappy with the fact that it's stop-start, isn't it? Because it gives them time to get bodies in position. There's no counter-attacks when they do eventually break forwards and stuff like that. But we've got to be better than them.
Matthias Barnett has an interesting comment to make on the player relations scenario. Let's get him back on screen. Gonna say, look at Belgian Courtois and De Bruyne don't like each other as De Bruyne girlfriend left him for Courtois.
Oh really? Harvey Elliott cuts inside. Wow. I did not know that. So De Bruyne's girlfriend left him for Courtois.
That'd leave you questioning yourself, wouldn't it?
Oh, especially, I mean, Courtois is fucking massive, isn't he?
Don't go.
I think it's safe to assume that Kevin De Bruyne might not be as big as Courtois.
No, R2D2.
What do you reckon Kevin De Bruyne is, a roundhead or a cavalier, Steve?
Cavalier.
I agree.
What a question that is.
45 minutes, 39 seconds gone, and we're wondering whether Kevin De Bruyne has foreskin or not. So, Joe Gomez has the ball. Let me know in the comment section whether you think he's a roundhead or a cavalier, please. Virgil van Dijk has the ball now. Gareth Jones, half space, out to Andy Robertson. He's going to try and whip the ball in.
A lot of him there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. It was a poor ball, really, wasn't it? Half time, 0-0. Marty McFly says fake score, still 0-0. I don't know who put that in there. You'll find out when we found out. If we haven't celebrated, you can't get it faster than us. And we're about 10 seconds after the game being live, I think, something like that. Is it 10 seconds or is it a couple of seconds, Si?
At the minute, we're 4 seconds.
We're 4 seconds from the game being live on. So if we haven't reacted within 4 seconds, the score's fake. You won't. We'll scream when something happens. Trust me.
We'll scream loudly when something happens.
So it is half time.
Yeah.
It is 0-0. Some good moments, but I think it's fair to say that we should be doing better than we have done.
Yeah, it feels a bit underwhelming sitting there at 0-0 against these when we've created some opportunities. They're very deep. They're sitting in. It's an age-old problem Liverpool have had to try to deal with. Obviously, we've got no particular aerial threat in terms of a Núñez on the bench to try to remedy that. Hopefully, in the second half, the concentration that we're testing with all of these balls in and around the box breaks and we get an opportunity. You have to give Forest some credit. They've very clearly got a very deep game plan in terms of the defending, and it to some degree it's working. So the questions are of Liverpool right now in terms of the second half. What do you do to change that? There's a lot of people in the chat who are disappointed with the first half, and I get it and I understand it, but it's not like we haven't created openings, because we have. A year ago, 18 months ago, that pretty much all of those go in. It kind of is where we are now. Sometimes we don't get the breaks. And if Virgil van Dijk heads his header goalwards towards the back stick, I think we score. All we can do is get behind our team and open the second half. We find a solution to this very well organised and very deep, marshalled by Steve Cook, Nottingham Forest defence.
Yeah, I think you're right there. I think look, Liverpool, we're not on our absolute best there, and I think they've done well to make sure that there's not a lot of space in front of their penalty box and in and around their penalty box. They're giving us the ball and allowing us to have the ball on the wings at the moment. But as soon as we enter the penalty area, there's a lot of bodies there, maybe 8, 9 bodies in and around. And it's always difficult when you're not Manchester City to break these types of teams down, isn't it, unfortunately?
Yeah, there's a lot of negativity bouncing around at the moment. Prior to this game, this is now 3.5 games that Nottingham Forest have conceded 1 goal. So we're not in the realms of when they used to have like 2 defenders versus literally the Alamo of attackers. They've changed what they needed to do. They've now gone much more pragmatic, much more defensively resilient. We're not the only team that have struggled to break them down. So I get that we have a feeling that we should be winning this game, and we probably should, given what we've created. But Forest have changed the way that they play. You said to me offline before we came on that they're different now. They've changed the way that they approach football matches. So second half, we'll hopefully unpick that defence, get our chances. Listen, we take a 1-0 today. This 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or even 10 if you're Gareth earlier on, as good as they are right now, we just need to make another win to get another consecutive win in this run.
Yeah, and I take your point about Nottingham Forest changing. I agree with it, but I'm going to play devil's advocate on it. Since they shipped 4 at Leicester, who I think it's fair to say haven't been in great form, it's Aston Villa that have scored 1 against them. It's Wolves that have scored 1 against them, and Brighton. So we're the best side, in my eyes, to have struggled against them. When you do have the likes of Salah on the pitch and Bobby Firmino and those types of players. Yes, we're not on absolute full strength today, and we have caused them problems. I'm not saying we haven't, but we need more. We just don't have any more to give at the moment, do we? That's the problem with the injuries.
And without Trent, who's on the bench, and that might be a factor, and without Thiago, all of our creativity is coming in a very small pocket of space where Nico Williams is playing. That's where we're getting some joy.
Great show.
It's really, really hard to build and score goals from a square that size on a football pitch. So it's potentially a change in the system, a change in the shape, because the longer this goes on like that, the more Nottingham Forest grow in strength. We need someone who can see a ball 40, 50 yards away and put someone in. Like you said before, is the switch on to the left-hand side because of the over-reliance on everybody being down the right-hand side. We've
got the player to do that. Thiago's the big switcher, Trent's the big switcher.
100%. And are we being tested at right back defensively? No, not really. So can we afford to go with Trent, who can change the game with a pass? Possibly.
That's a very good shout. Maybe Trent does change this game. And while we're thinking about that right hand side, obviously the big pass, the big creative chance came from Harvey Elliott to Carvalho, which is the two young lads on the field.
Yeah.
But it was brilliant, wasn't it? Can we change something? Maybe get a Trent Alexander-Arnold in. Would you do it 45 minutes? Would you wait 60?
I'd do it with Henderson, a double swap for him and Jones, because if you bring in Trent on for Milner, you need to tighten up a little bit in the two in the midfield, because whilst Jones is playing well and showing for the ball and being brave, he's playing an awful lot of time on the stretch. How many times have you personally watched Jones take the ball under and think, shit, he's under a bit of pressure, and he does well to release the ball? So he's playing on the stretch too much for me. He's not in comfortable control of the ball where he can turn, look up. All of his passes that he's receiving are going back to where they came from because of the pressure that's being applied on him. We spoke before the kick-off, where would Forest target Liverpool? Well, they're putting pressure on our midfield too. So if you're going to bring on an expansive Trent to try and find something different, you may need to make that a defensive double pivot rather than Jones, who is still wanting to get on the ball 10 and create stuff.
Makes perfect sense to me. We're going to have a very, very short break. We're going to tell you a little bit about our October competition for Club Legends, which is a signed Glenn Johnson shirt, a little bit more about Redmen Plus, and of course we're going to show you our 2 Christmas jumpers. We'll be back in a couple of minutes' time. Just going to go and visit the little boys' room. See you in a second.
Hey, you! Do you like amazing signed Liverpool gear to put on your wall and make yourself look really cool? Then we've got you covered. If you join Redmen Plus as a Club Legend subscriber, we've got an amazing competition prize this month. It is a signed Liverpool home 2013-14 shirt, vintage, signed by Liverpool fullback Glenn Johnson. Yes, every month we have incredible signed prizes and other amazing things to give away to our Club Legend subscribers. They also get access to our Discord. They get first access to Redmen live show tickets. They get free merchandise and a whole host of extra bonus perks, as well as the incredible content we deliver on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis. So head over to redmenplus.com, either join as a Club Legend, or if you're a club captain, upgrade your subscription to be automatically entered into the draw for that incredible signed Liverpool shirt.
Hey guys, the new season is upon us, and over on redmenplus.com we've got you covered in every single way. We've got the Final Word show, we've got Journo Insight with Neil Jones, we've got opposition previews, we've got the Stat Show with Chris Pajak, we've got the Club Legends show, and tons more. All of this content is available in video and podcast forms. So if you want even more amazing Liverpool content in your lives, head on over to redmenplus.com and sign up from as little as £5 a month. I promise you won't regret it. The content's amazing. You're going to have a ball. So go ahead on over to redmenplus.com and sign up now.
We've got 2 brand new knitted Christmas jumpers. It's our collaboration with Threads for Red. Knitted Christmas jumpers, no word of a lie. These are absolutely incredible. We've got our glorious history with every trophy that Liverpool have won, every single major honour, and this is a reissue. It's looking smooth, it's looking fine, it feels great. Got the little captain thing with a load of captains on the arm over there. We've got the managers over there, and we've got our brand new Believer Christmas jumper as well. Oh yes, it's Jurgen Klopp. It's a knitted Christmas jumper. It's got the trophies that he's won on the side, and it's got the lyrics to the famous Jurgen Klopp song all over the arm. These 2 jumpers right now up for pre-order at redmenmerch.com. That's redmenmerch.com. There is a limited number of these. We've manufactured them, so you need to be quick. You need to get on it. redmenmerch.com. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Watchalong. It is Nottingham Forest 0, Liverpool 0. Countdown to kick off about 5 minutes and 53 seconds away, something like that right now. And a super chat in the break.
LSD, £5. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you to all of you that have supported us with super chats and the name changes and all of that good stuff we've gone through in the first half. I love Curtis, but I don't think he really knows his role in this game. I don't think he's match ready yet. He's not coping with the pressure he's getting, and it's exactly what you and I spoke about before before the game in terms of left side of a pivot has got to be the first time he's played it, and then since that we've discussed that when he is getting the ball he's under a lot of pressure and he's playing on the stretch, and very often that ball is going back to where it came from. So question to you from me, do we consider that to be progressive football?
No, I don't think we do we? I think, it's going to take time, and minutes on the field is exactly what Kurt Jones needs, and this is probably the best game for him to do it in. If this is going to be his position from now on, where else does he get in? Does he get in at left wing? Is Carvalho maybe ahead of Kurt Jones at left wing right now? Probably.
Yeah.
So it's a big couple of weeks, I think, maybe for Kurt Jones. If he wants to make himself a viable option in this squad, then I think he has to make sure that he's an adequate, if not very good, Thiago replacement. And right now, he doesn't look like a Thiago replacement to me. But that could be because he hasn't had a lot of minutes. So
before I go to the next super chat, 'cause we've had another one, they're flying. In the change of shape that Liverpool are trying to accommodate, which you clearly referenced before the show, in all honesty, do you see Curtis Jones playing a part in the change in the shape that we've done, given the bodies of people who are around him and other players in the squad? Where does he fit in?
The one thing I really like about Kurt Jones is he reminds me in some ways of a Wijnaldum, in that you're getting a player who doesn't lose the football, and I think there are times when every side needs that, and I love the way he uses his body. And although he has been on the stretch, and I agree it's not a progressive body shape that you want to see somebody in, he's not lost the ball. I think other players maybe would have lost the ball in those situations. That, I think, is Kurt Jones' best sort of thing. From all that I've spoken to, all the journalists over the years talking about Kurt Jones and referencing something Dave Maddox said to me a long time ago, amongst others, is that he takes instruction really, really well. And Jürgen likes the fact that he can play multiple positions and has a genuine understanding of these roles. And we were talking about it specifically when he started playing left side of a midfield three from the left wing. He says he seems to understand everyone else's position, so he picks positions up really, really well. What he needs is a lot of games and experience, because all right, you might have 50, 60, 70 games for Liverpool Football Club now, but they're not full matches.
No.
And he's played in 3 positions already in a young career. Not like Trent Alexander-Arnold, who's playing a position that he wasn't playing growing up, but has had 3, nearly 4 years of playing that position. Kurt Jones needs to find a position that he's good at and needs to find a way to get onto the field at Liverpool. And unfortunately, coaching alone isn't going to make him good at it. He needs games as well. And that's where Nottingham Forest kind of comes in, I suppose.
Yeah, so before just go to the next super chat coming from Black and White 1865 YouTube. Jones looks rusty. Probably could do with some game time in the reserves and maybe try him against Derby. Harvey is looking sharp though.
Harvey is looking sharp, very much so. I really like the performance of Harvey Elliott. Sometimes it's difficult when you're not playing your absolute best to get those sort of short, sharp passing combinations working, isn't it, Steve? Those little triangles, they look brilliant, but it always seems to be the final ball where the space gets crunched down a little bit too much for you. But the idea is there, his movement's really good, he's linking well with Bobby. Salah at times sees that pass to Carvalho early on. I actually think, Sting, that one of the big places that Liverpool have a massive gulf in talent with Nottingham Forest is at set pieces, and that I suppose was referenced by the 2 really good chances that Virgil van Dijk and Bobby Firmino had from set pieces.
Yeah, 100%. If only Virgil headed it goalwards, we might be sitting here with a slightly different complexion on the first half and feeling a bit better about things. And again, but Bobby, the defenders do well against Bobby. They close him down, and I think even if he gets that header on target, it probably hits a defender. So he hasn't got a lot of room to work with, to be fair. But that's certainly something we should be working on, set pieces, and that might be another reason to call for Trent, because the delivery would be
maybe
second to
even
none,
better.
wouldn't it?
That's the thing, isn't it? When we don't have Costas, Jim, because I think Costas is maybe our best corner taker. When you do bring Robbo and James Milner on there, it's not quite Costas Chimikas for me and Trent Alexander-Arnold. Just want to take a little look over at my iPad, actually, the info goal stuff at half-time, which is the XG chances created for Nottingham Forest. Now, thankfully, you know, from XG side of things, Alisson's had a couple of saves to make, but they're not in great areas of the field, are they? You can just see the three of them there, sort of around the edge of the penalty area. But when we look at Liverpool's XG, obviously you got that big chance there for Fabio Carvalho, which is a great save by Dean Henderson. There, I think you'd imagine that would be Virgil van... Oh, that's Roberto Firmino from the corner. And then obviously because Virgil van Dijk didn't head it goalwards, his hasn't actually shown up on here because it looks like it's registered
and that's
as
a
a
massive
pass.
chance.
It's
wasn't
probably
it?
just as big a chance as Roberto Firmino,
Yeah.
which is a bit mad, isn't it? Now the second half is about to kick off. Doesn't look like Liverpool have made any changes as of yet.
No.
I don't know what's going on with James Milner's position there. I don't know whether that's because we're just going to hit it over to the left-hand side and that's why he's sort of compacted into the centre circle, but it doesn't look normal to me. See where James Milner is on the edge of the circle?
he's on,
It's
like,
strange, that, isn't
If
it?
you look at the clock, he's about 4 o'clock, isn't he? If you look down on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super chat from Ellis Day, £2. Thank you very much. Trent could do the Thiago job in mids, in my opinion. Something we spoke about earlier, Chris.
Yeah, that excites me, and I've not wanted to get involved in Trent Alexander-Arnold midfield talk for the last couple of years when people have been asking us about it and stuff, but I'll be honest with you, when I see this change of formation, I don't see the right back bombing forward quite as much, Steve. I do think there's a possibility that Trent's going to move into midfield at some point.
Yeah, I agree. It seems a logical step, you know, especially if, again, before we came on air, you said if Calvin Ramsey turns out to be anything, which we don't really know at the moment, then there's a possibility that Trent could move into a position where he's not thinking about what's going on over his shoulder, and he might just benefit from that.
Yeah, and where would you have him in this regard? Sorry, Nico Williams bombs down the left-hand side again. He's had a good little game, Nico. He's had it tough from our side of things, but he's joined the attack well. He hasn't let it dampen his attacking verve. As Bobby Firmino whips the ball over to Salah. Oh, it's so close to being perfect.
Yes. Go back to your question while Robbo recycles the ball. If you're playing a 4-3-3, it's possible that...
Oh, sorry.
Hang on, let's break off
Robbo,
here.
inside to Carvalho. He's got
little trick and thundered into the crowd. He could possibly play on the right side of a centre midfield in a 3.
Would you have him as one of the double pivot? Because if you can play
Possibly.
right back and he played the end.
Possibly.
He used to play 6, didn't he?
And you know what? If we're prepared to try it with Jones, who doesn't have massive defensive responsibility in any of the positions he's played for Liverpool, it could work to do it with I think I'd rather see him in a 3 than a 2, but it could work for Trent, didn't it?
What about if he was to play Harvey Elliott's position today?
Yeah, he could play out there, 100% could.
With Nunes ahead of him?
Yeah, possibly. That's a decent shout. Harvey just misses out intercepting that ball. Nico's running at Milner, comes inside, gets a shot off. Why are you shooting from there? But never mind, we'll take that.
Ran out of ideas, didn't he? I think
you'd be gone ballistic.
Oh, Harvey!
You'd be gone ballistic if you're Steve Cooper there, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you work your opportunity really well. You get bodies forwards, and Nico decides to just blast it from 25 yards, showing his inexperience there a little bit.
Yeah, decision making was an issue there, wasn't it?
Absolutely. Milner, right hand side, chalk on his boots, inside to Joe Gomez, just edging into the Nottingham Forest half, whips that ball over to Fabio Carvalho.
He's just giving him a 50-50 ball there, and now we've lost possession.
Oh, ball over the top, Joe Gomez covering there. He's got a one-knee chasing him down. Joe Gomez has held something at the back of his ankle. He thinks he was...
I think he got stood on.
Yeah, didn't look nice.
And all that comes around from a Hollywood ball that turns it into a 50-50. We lose it and we're on the back foot. I think he stands on him. Yes. Oh, that's a sore one.
Yeah, lands on him. Oh, yeah. It doesn't mean it at all, but it's not nice. And it hurts that.
Good to see
it in his face. Good to see he's up.
See, he doesn't have to do that. It all comes about because he tried that cross-field ball and didn't make it.
Absolutely. Danny Harty-Smith, our wonderful mod on the chat, saying just 250 more likes, guys. Good work. So yeah, if we can get to 1,000 likes, that'd be great. When we get to 1,000 likes, it's almost guaranteed that Liverpool are going to score a goal. So if Liverpool don't score a goal, it's on you. Harvey Elliott.
Oh, so close to playing him in there.
Yeah, it was Bobby just running in behind, wasn't it? Liverpool seemed to have ramped up the pressure last minute or so. Milner, right-hand side, whips the ball in. Good defending by McKenna there. Good header away. Gets distance on his header out for a Liverpool throw-in.
Just used the pace of the ball, didn't he?
Yeah, he did well, didn't he? Into an
strong
area where no
neck
one
muscles.
was. James Milner, right-hand side. Harvey Elliott with him. Does well to quickly recycle possession back to Joe Gomez. Virgil van Dijk. He's going to step up on it. Good. We've missed Matip's little sort of forays into the midfield, haven't we? Because that sometimes changes the game state.
We need someone to go on an adventure. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely, mate.
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
Here we go, Joe. Now we're sort of a little bit higher up than we have been.
That's a much
Milner,
better
right-hand
ball.
side. Whip it in. Stands it up. Bobby Firmino, Mo Salah. Oh. It might have even been Carvalho.
I think it was Carvalho. Good spot. Yeah, it was. No conviction in his header there, really, was there?
No.
It's a great stand-up at the back post, that.
Bobby had a good chance, didn't he?
To
Just missed
see it late, comes over Bobby's head and he's got very little time to get on it.
There he is again, Carvalho now. Doesn't quite win the ball back, but we've got numbers around him, so we're going to press.
Don't
Carvalho
give the foul
won't give it
away.
up. Don't
give the foul away.
Oh, well done, lads. Well done, lads. Oh, lucky lads.
Right idea.
That's
There
all
you
right.
go. That's all good.
Pin them
Keep
in
him in there.
5 Liverpool players against 3. Good work. Picking the moment to attack them. There we go, Milner again. Oh, good defending by Nico. Wasn't fooled by the fake cross.
So what's your thoughts from Milner so far, Chris?
I think he's played really well, to be honest with you. Obviously, he hasn't really been tested in the defensive sense, but he's joining the attack well with a couple of nice little balls in there. And I just want to see more out of the 2 lads up front, Bobby and Mo.
Yeah,
Because right now the 2 big,
aren't they?
yeah, right now the 2 big defenders are doing a little bit of a number on them, to be honest. Liverpool have a free kick though, 35-40 yards from goal. Paul Tierney pointing at the floor, as is his way.
That's handball.
Yeah. Oh, he's got a cut on his nose. He does. Right, 35 yards from goal. Looks like it's going to be Robbo to whip this one in. Maybe James Milner.
They've got to fly in the box because this is going quick and it's going to go out very quickly to the left-hand side of the keeper's goal, in my opinion.
Who do you think's going to take this? Jimmy?
Oh, leaving it. Oh, no. Yeah.
High line from Forest.
It favours Jimmy because he'll get curl in it and it'll stay in the field of play, whereas if Robbo does it,
Going out.
it's going to go through the box pretty quickly.
Or into the top row if he shoots. Great ball. Oh, Mo misjudges. Carvalho corner.
Over the top.
Oh, what's
wow,
he
he's
said?
giving a goal kick.
Has he really?
Mo missed his foot. He missed the ball.
Has he given offside? No.
No, it can't be offside.
Ah, mate. Mo. Oh. How's he given their ball
I just
there?
think he screws that over the bar, mate.
Oh,
Mo Salah took his eye off it. Yeah, he's whacked that over the bar himself, mate. He's gone for top bins, hasn't he?
oh, Mo. He's just completely misjudged it. He was in such a good area. Forest take the free kick, try and play it out from the back. He may as well got the keeper to boot that. Oh, brilliant from Elliott. Superb. Oh, unlucky. Oh,
Wow.
it's good football.
Robbo's on
Carvalho
it.
and Elliott.
Plays an Elliott down the left-hand side. Comes just... Oh.
He's blocked Elliott off. He doesn't have to move out the way, but he blocked him off.
You'd be lucky if you get that.
And there's me thinking it was going to be...
Hang on. Oh, no. It'll be checked, but it won't go.
Yeah, you don't have to move out the way, do you? At the end of the
It's
day.
the arm around him, though. There's only a slight little... I'm clutching him, mate. I need some help.
Yeah, as the Liverpool, maybe some substitutions the next few minutes. If you were Jurgen Klopp, who would you have warming up right now, and who would
Henderson
you be
and
thinking
Trent
about?
purely for a tactical move to bring Jones off, to get Trent on, to get him involved in the play.
So Jones off for Hendo, move Fabinho to the left, Hendo to the right, and get Trent in at right back.
Yeah.
I don't see that there's any other options, really, is there?
No.
So
You see this is fine. But who's seeing a laser guided pass into somebody? That's the Trent factor, isn't it?
yeah, That is, you're absolutely right there. Kurt Jones has found himself in a little bit of space in the middle of the park. If someone can get the ball to him, doesn't look like it's going to happen anytime soon. Joe Gomez picks up a yellow card. Completely.
And he's got that in him, hasn't he?
That was
still getting checked, you know.
That was fucking stupid. That it's definitely a yellow card. It's a professional foul. Thankfully, I think Virgil's slightly deeper than him, but it's fucking stupid. Even at that point there, he's fighting, not trying to get the ball. He should be running. He's faster than him. He should be running to get the ball. Watch. Oh, he's dithered on it. Absolutely fucking dithered on it. Ain't no blaming Fabinho there. It's a yellow card all day, and it was a stupid decision by Joe Gomez. But the stupid decision was dithering on the ball. The good decision was taking the yellow card.
Yeah. So it's not quite a tactical foul. It's disaster recovery plan, isn't it?
Forest have the ball's whipped in. Oh my God, Alisson! Oh no!
Oh, the one you scores. Oh, fucking hell!
Awonyi. I don't know whether it hit the post or Alisson saved it, but fuck me. It all comes from Joe Gomez dithering on the ball, having to make the foul. Nottingham Forest drill a great ball in, I think, from the right-hand side. And Steve, I'm going to ask you to talk me through it. How do we concede?
It's Gibbs White out to the right. The one who's offside at the first point of play comes down. Who hits the post? Can't see who hits the post. 22. I don't know who that is. It does at the post, and then it's a tap in. Oh, it's a tap in. Static. It's Yates off the post. And Alisson's got no chance.
That
all comes from a mistake by Joe Gomez.
Yeah, but also let's not discount the fact that was a really easy free kick to get someone in space on the right hand side.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Fucking hell, who's with him?
That's fucking ridiculous. And the inquest starts in the back four.
Oh, for fuck's sakes, Reds! We've got to fucking wake up. We've got to make these changes now. We were talking about it from, getting on the front foot, getting Trent Alexander-Arnold in, but I think the second half, I don't think we've been... I don't think we've had any chances.
They've just gone in at half-time and said, carry on what you're doing, because apart from a couple of set-piece opportunities and the early one from Carvalho, which you've sorted out, these are not hurting you.
Yeah, they're not. Liverpool away form this season 1-0, drawn 2, lost 2. Fucking bottom of the table, Nottingham Forest beating Liverpool Football Club by 1-0. Taiwo Awoniyi with the goal. Poor goal for Liverpool to concede. Poor for Joe Gomez for giving the foul away and having to give the foul away as Roberto Firmino has the ball. Left hand side, Robertson. Jones, Fabinho wants it, not going to get it. Joe Gomez moves the ball a bit quicker this time, straight out to the right hand side, but nearly puts his mate Milner in trouble. He finds Harvey Elliott inside the area.
Oh, good
Dean
save.
Henderson, good save.
Good
and his near post. Great football down the right hand side.
It's a good height for the keeper, that, to be fair, isn't it? It's kind of like Alisson's penalty midweek, isn't it?
Yeah, you need him. Do you need him to play?
You need to go across in there, don't you? Yeah.
But right-footed, took the chance early. Left-footed player.
But we shouldn't be creating chances because we just conceded. We should be winning this game and taking it away from them.
Robertson corner, whipped in swinger. Virgil back again away from goal. I think his body was getting pushed around the hip there, so that was difficult for Virgil to deal with. Elliott. Oh, Gomez isn't even looking at the fucking ball.
Oh my God!
He's reversing. Use your mirror. Oh, for fuck's sake, Lingo! As we give right. Fuck
James Milner with his second crucial block in the week. Joe Gomez, wake up.
Turn around. He's just running the wrong fucking way. It's there to be won. Well done, Milner.
Paul said it midweek. When Joe Gomez makes mistakes, he just goes to bits, doesn't he?
Fucking hell, mate. He's like a fucking... digestive now then, because he's fucking crumbling all over the place. That's fucking shit. These are Nottingham Forest, bottom of the fucking league. I'm a Liverpool, How the fuck is that going on? I was just about to say Harvey Elliott's the one who looks like he's going to make something happen, but it might be that Joe Gomez is the one that's going to make something happen today. Oh,
Super chat.
Foul. Give us the fucking ball, man. Where's the... It's an advantage. There's fucking no one back. We've got about 4 players with the fucking ball. And you're fucking worrying about fucking fouling the keeper. You're having a fucking laugh. I don't want to see that. I want to see why Paul Tierney didn't play fucking advantage there, by the way.
I don't want to see this.
Fuck off, you Cooper, you twat. I can't believe we didn't get advantage then, you know.
No. Shit referee, that's why. They're all shit.
Fucking Tierney. Milner, great little
Lucky.
run there by Bobby. Wasn't able to pull it out.
Well done, Verge.
Come on,
Can't get an end of
Carvalho.
that.
Get a corner or something out of it. There you go. Come on!
Super chat from James Tucker for £2. Joe Gomez is like Moreno. Can't trust him. Hopeless. Difficult to disagree with that. And thanks for the support, mate.
There
Means
you
a lot.
go. Here's your subs, mate. Exactly called it. Let's see if it's the 2 lads that you thought. They're going to wait till after the corner. I'd guess so. Robertson out swinger this time. I wouldn't mind Bobby Firmino getting his head on this.
It's in there. It's headed out.
Oh, here we go. Oh, good
done.
play, Milner again. Stops a certain attack and gets himself in. Elliott. Salah's there, but he's offside.
He's offside. Well done.
Bobby, back to Elliott. Carvalho.
Oh,
Touch wasn't
just
there.
couldn't get it under.
Van Dijk stayed forwards there. Fucking hell. Joe Gomez with a great touch. Jesus Christ. Where was that before, mate? Yeah, back to the keeper. Oh, fuck me. Fucking hell, Liverpool. Wake up, for fuck's sakes. Liverpool have the ball, right-hand side. I'm just going to go to a super chat, but don't need to go to my screen here. I'm just catching up on a few, Si. Hilton Lama missed him, who's a member for 11 months. Says, cheers for the great content, guys. This feels like a League Cup match. Surely you have to get Trent on the field. Yeah, absolutely. It looks like he's coming on any moment now. I know that was said quite a while ago. Trent could do the job. The Thiago job in the midfield, in my opinion, said Alice Day. Thank you for the super chat. James Tucker, Joe Gomez like Moreno. We've done that one. Adrian Tucker says, this is a transition season. Cater and Ox out next year.
So here comes Milner. Milner's off.
Carvalho bedding in and improving. Next season will be so much better. Sorry, talk us through the subs.
Taking Carvalho off, so he's going to push Jones out to the left. Henderson's going to come on in the middle, and Milner goes off for Alexander-Arnold. Interesting one. Obviously fancies Jones can do something out on the left then.
Yeah. I mean, Carvalho, bitty today,
Yeah,
I think
but,
it's fair
but,
to
but
say.
it's not been an easy game for creative players today, has it? You know, and maybe a bit of extra height and a bit of extra physicality is needed in Jones, because he's got that. He's quite a strong lad, isn't he?
You got 29 minutes, 28 minutes, give or take a few seconds to get a couple of goals here, because a draw is not good enough for Liverpool Football Club. Trent slots in at right back, you're absolutely right. Got that, look at that switch was on
It
to
was on,
Robbo
see
straight away.
Robbo then, he had his hand up, didn't he?
Because he knows now he's got someone who can play the pass, I suppose, Steve.
Yeah, look how inverted Trent's gone. Look how inverted.
Get there,
he is.
Jones!
Corner ball. Did you see how inverted Trent went then?
Yeah, straight into the half space, straight away. Fuck's sakes. This is fucking shit, Reds. We really need to do something. We can't just draw this game. We can't. We've got to get something. If we've got to get something, we've got to get a goal in the next 10 minutes, I reckon, if we want to go on and win this game. Trent with the in-swinger. Vidge!
Oh,
the
where's that going?
chances
Could have gone
again.
absolutely anywhere.
There's a cracking corner. Perfect
Yes.
height. Was Virg who missed it, and then it hits Bobby. Again, he's thinking Virg has got it. He does well to even get his head on the ball then.
Could have gone anywhere, that, couldn't it?
Oh, Liverpool Football Club, what has happened to you? Injuries. Injuries. They are fucking taking the legs off our
Chris,
season.
Good enough team to come out and get something today. It is. Sucker punch again.
I think the pessimist in me says 2 fucking kids on the wing, a fucking lad in the middle of the park who's never played in the middle of the park, and a Fabinho who's not in
the
good
lad in the
form.
middle of the park thing is squarely on Klopp's shoulders if we're calling that out.
Because Endo was there.
And Elliot's been class this season, so I don't have any issue with Elliot really. Carvalho one's difficult, isn't it? There's been nothing down that left hand side today.
No, there really hasn't. Elliot's been really good, you're right. Fucking hell. Oh, hello. Chance, Bobby in the box. Got it. Great work by Elliot. Mo, is anyone? Come on! Fuck's sakes! Oh, we did well to win the ball high up the pitch for once. Going in behind Nico. Bobby again. Loses out. Elliot again wins the ball. Well in, Joe. Gotta get more numbers into the box, haven't we? I suppose that's the difficulty in this situation, Steve, is that we're not going to have a runner from the middle because we're playing a double pivot.
Yeah, so you don't pull them back, you put them across the box with pace, don't you? So even if it hits a defender, there's work for the goalkeeper to do. That's 100% correct, Chris.
Joe Gomez tries to fling the ball high over to Salah. We've not had anything in behind today because, as you mentioned before, quite rightly, Steve Cook is sitting deep. Robert wins the ball. Fabinho. Great little ball. Oh, it was a cracking little touch by Bobby, but gives Elliot a little bit too much to do. Wins the ball back, though.
Bobby doing what Bobby does really well there. Come on, Reds. Whites, in this case.
Robbo, left-hand side. Released by Henderson. Plays it to Kurt Jones. Back to Robertson. Henderson looking for that ball. Looking for the runner. Kurt Jones maybe over the top. Chooses again.
Looking for Trent.
Yeah, here he is. Right-hand side of the penalty area.
Goes
Left-footed.
left foot. Why did he do that?
I know, but it causes a little bit of confusion.
Ends a corner, so not too critical.
Okay. Looks like it's going to be an outswinger from Trent Alexander-Arnold this time. Liverpool 1-0 down. Nottingham Forest 65 minutes 54 seconds gone. It is going to be the outswinger. We've looked dangerous. We've had opportunities. We've been so close to getting things on target from corners. Is this the one, Steve? What do you think? Who's going to score if we do?
Veg. Should we get one right?
High. Oh, it's good defending again. And they've got the man on the edge of the box with Joe Gomez.
He's given a free kick. He's just stronger than him. He's just stronger than him.
Oi, 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 oi.
Yeah, I agree.
I tell you what, Forest haven't had a lot to sing about this season, and the lads in the box aren't singing, but I'm sure the fans are going fucking wild at the moment being up against us. This is big for Nottingham Forest. This could be the catalyst for them to get going in the Premier League this season, or will it just be they turn up against Liverpool and then they go back to fucking nothingness like
How
every
many
other
times
fucking
have we seen
team?
that before?
So bloody infuriating.
Straight out for a red strike.
Shit keeper. Lots of space at the side of the pitch there, isn't there? It's like a fucking NFL pitch.
Yeah.
Come on, lads. Let's show a bit of desire, a bit of fucking fight. Where's that never give up spirit? But where, more importantly, is the creativity and the class that Liverpool have shown with that spirit? See,
We've not seen it, have we? We brought
where's the guile?
There isn't any. The way we set up was difficult. We did say before the game and during the build-up, the team news, that no Thiago, no Trent meant we would struggle for creativity, and it proved to be the case.
Oh, that is brilliant footy. Go on. I took the wrong angle, did Hendo. It was a great ball in by him, and nice little 1-2. Now they're in behind. Bloody hell, it's Kayate into the area. He's got to pass in to Gibbs White. Oh, was it Gibbs White? No, I don't think it was. But either way, it's saved by Alisson Becker at the near post. Great save. Fucking dangerous, man. Like, why does it always feel like every other fucking team gets a chance dead easy and we have to work for about 30 minutes to get one? Come on, Trent. Fuck's sakes, lad. Look at Elliot on the right. There you go.
Great ball.
Inside. Oh, it's a poor ball to Mo. Where's the quality in the final third? Cock, Molly. There you go. Reduce the call and cock. That's what this side are doing to me, Sting.
I know. It was so much worse, but for that big fella.
Oh, he truly is playing at a fucking unbelievable level this season, Alisson, isn't he?
Do you know what? He deserves better than this, doesn't he?
Yeah. Let's check the amount of touches that Mo Salah's had today, I think.
Won't be many.
He's had 19 touches of the football. He's played 3 accurate passes, 60%. One of those 3 accurate passes was a key pass, and he's lost the ball 9 times. Maybe we could do with trying to get the lad who's really, really good at footy and one of our best players, if not our best player, the football.
Yeah.
Like it might just be a good idea.
Yeah, it might.
Oh, look at that run out to him.
Oh, come on.
No one's willing to pull the trigger.
And now he does it. Look, and it's one in the air again.
Where's the bravery in the pasty?
4 touches to get it out of his feet to play a square ball with distance straight down the throat of a Forest player. You know, when we talk about upgrading the midfield for future reference, players who can do it with 2 touches are the players we need.
Yeah. Trent, right hand side, whips the ball in. It's not good, but it has dropped to Kurt Jones, who has a shot on target. Dean Henson spills it, but then gets the second ball. But that's a 20-yard sighter. Little deflection. Jones does really well to chest it down.
Do you know, it's a good effort, but he scores from there. It's an absolute worldie, isn't it? What you want there is a deflection off that guy closing it down, just to change the angle a little bit.
This might be the fastest Mo's ran all game.
And the furthest.
Let's get to the ball. Okay, now. Zach Farouk says Jones off. Keegan773 says frustrating or what. Peswell says Jones off. Elliot is the most one-footed player I've ever seen. Get Oxon, says Daniel Stewart. I think he's been really good today, Elliot, to be honest.
Wow.
He had that shot with his right foot as well, didn't he? Saved near post.
I would bring Oxon, actually.
Ellen Christie said this is more frustrating than my love life. It's tickled me that. Maybe you could do the tickle, Helen. I think like, that might be the problem, mightn't it?
I'm taking Nico Williams off.
Oh dear. Michael Toth says he's Nunez injured. Yes, he is. Yeah, precautionary sitting out of the squad, I'm afraid, today. Ash Leckenby says too much dead wood in this team. And when we play like this, it's hard to disagree with you, mate. Scott T in the Discord agrees with the earlier chat, says the one complaint I have about Harvey is that he seems extremely one-footed.
No, I can't buy that. He's been the bright spark today. Dylan Mulrow, Elliot has been brilliant today. Only one who's looked like he wanted it. Hard to disagree with that.
Yeah, you know what? Straight after the goal, he's fucking fat. You know,
he's the guy who gets the shot off. Yeah,
he is one-footed. Most players are one-footed. I think you notice it more with lefties. I think you really do. You know.
Yeah.
Think of the most one-footed players you've ever seen, and I guess Mo's going to be up there, and I guess Harvey Elliott's going to be up there, and I guess they're all going to be left-footers.
The most one-footed player in the world history
Ian Robin.
Wayne Bridge.
Wayne Bridge. He
was the
left-footed.
most left-footed player in the world. His right foot was for standing on, wasn't it?
Yeah. He had bigger issues than one foot.
Yeah, like his teammates nailing his misses.
That's exactly what I was alluding to. But yeah, I'm glad that
And that's the best captain in Premier League history, by the way.
you spelt it out for them. Great.
Yeah.
I like the fact that you said teammates.
Yeah.
By the way, was it more than one?
We'll never know.
Yeah, deflecting big time from Liverpool's shit performances by having a go
Yeah.
at John fucking Terry. Great footy, right hand side. Trent,
That's a-
back stick. Oh,
Oh.
it's good
Do
defending.
you know what? It was a great ball in there. Well done, Jones. Well done, Jones. Good strength. Well done. Good strength. Again. All the way across.
Kieran Orr says we're playing like we're the ones in the lead.
Yeah, it's not wrong.
I fucking agree. I agree, Kieran.
What's that? Oh, how's he giving that as a free kick? We're lucky there.
Sakes, ah. Sam Samo says Liverpool are better in a swimming pool.
I don't know what to make of that.
No, no, do I. Ah,
Are we at that stage where we're just chucking out random stuff like that?
yeah, I think so. We're shit. That's what we need to do. It's really fun, us watching games where Liverpool lose. I remember now why we fucked Watchalongs off before they became popular.
Because they're hard, aren't they, when it's
They're
like this?
really fucking tough when you're in a bad mood because Liverpool are playing like shit. Thankfully, we can all wallow together.
Yeah.
Robbo. Inside. Oh, Mo was there, but he never got it. It was good defending again. Hendo!
Hendo,
Oh, good.
Jesus Christ.
I thought he'd fucking let that go. Fuck the fake scores off. Mark W is full of shit. It is not 2-0 to Forest. 75 minutes gone. 1-0. Told ya. Oh, Virgil plays it back to Bobby. Ay, 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 ay. Nothing happening apart from another Forest counter-attack. Left wing, they've got
Switches
Morgan
on.
Gibbs-White.
Shocking
Thankfully,
pass.
Hendo's in the right place at the right time. Trent Alexander-Arnold
Gives
just
the ball. Oh, no.
Fuck's sakes.
Bobby for Ox.
Bobby for Ox. Jesus wept. What the fuck are we doing, Law? What the fuck? What's this gonna do? What are we playing now?
Is he going to put Harvey in the centre and put Ox on the right?
You'd assume. I mean, he has played false nine for us, Ox. I don't remember if he was very good there. Harvey looks like he stayed on the right hand side to me. Ox looks like he's playing in the
Does a push
fucking
in the
10.
back. What the hell is the referee watching?
I think Hendo's like that. He's pushed him in the fucking back. Referee just waves it away.
Do you know what
again.
worries me? You know when managers are under pressure and shit's falling apart, they make some crazy decisions substitution-wise, don't they?
Yeah. Me, I don't know what the fuck.
Remember Benitez? Fucking
Yeah.
hell.
Ox looks like he's playing either in the 10 or up top to me. And I say, he did play there as a false 9. Fucking hell, they're in again here. In the area, he's bundled through. Man in. Oh, fucking hell, Alisson
Oh.
bobbles, but saves from Yates. Quick on the attack. Nothing fucking doing again here. Nottingham Forest, we're just giving them time to get the bodies back. Giving them time. Why not? Just get your defenders back. It's fine, lads. We're not in a rush for a goal. It's only 13 fucking minutes left and Liverpool are dilly-dallying on the ball. Lads, for fuck's sakes, it's that way the goal. There you go. Great ball. Robbo. Corner. Come on, Liverpool Football Club. Get something fucking doing. Robbo made a good run. Joe Gomez hit him with a good pass and Aurier knocks it out for a corner kick. Flood the fucking box. Flood it.
Come on, man. It's whites, whatever.
Ball in. Big, high one. Oh, nothing happening. No
Ricochets
no
all
hint
over
of a
the
handball. But there is a hint of a counter-attack stopped by Elliott. Gomez fucking out! Oh my God. You're so poor at the moment. Yeah. feel like we're about to edge into that time of the stream where Liverpool are behind and people start piling on, fans of other football clubs. And I tell you what, I say this every fucking time. You deserve it. We've been good for a long time. You want to come in here and have a go at fucking Liverpool and banter us, that's absolutely fine. You enjoy it. You enjoy it. I am going to be pissed off about it, but I will not fucking speak bad of you for enjoying Liverpool's what's looked like demise against a shit Nottingham Forest side that, quite frankly, that are deservedly in the lead. If you could do me a favour, if you are going to banter us though, if you could like the stream, because Liverpool are playing shit against Nottingham Forest, that would be great, because it does help us. As Joe Gomez clears the ball, Kurt Jones under pressure, Paul Tierney's found his whistle now that Liverpool have had a foul against them for the first time in what seems like forever. Liverpool look like they've got another foul in the middle of the centre circle this time. I'd love a little bit of urgency, lads.
Do you know what this attack's like? 2nd down and 8. Every time, fucking pulled down, reset, pulled down, reset.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Deary fucking me. Okay, I'll tell you, he's been a handful, hasn't he?
But he shouldn't be.
Mangala coming on. Jesus wept. Right.
5 million to spend on a centre midfielder. You search the whole of Europe, you wouldn't sign Canate, and he's looking fucking worldly against us.
It seems to happen when you're in bad form, unfortunately, or if you just name Liverpool Football Club, it seems to happen time and time again. Liverpool 10 minutes ago looked like they're not in any state of emergency yet. Pedestrian passing 5 yards, Nottingham Forest low block, asking whether Liverpool are even arsed to try and get 3 points. There you go, what a ball that is. Of course he's going to give the free kick to them. I understand, Steve, that you've got to wait for an opportunity and you've got to take your time and craft a good thing, but it doesn't feel like we want it.
No, and there's a super chat from Matty Gorman, £1.79. Thank you. The comment is, lower your expectations and life is okay. First of all, we shouldn't have to. Second point is, we may have to.
Yeah.
Thanks for your support, by the way, mate. Appreciate
these injuries are fucking killing us. But the performance of the lads on the pitch, regardless of injuries, hasn't been what I expect from the lads on the pitch.
No, it's not been good enough. It isn't good enough.
It's not 2-0. Don't worry about the fake scores in the comments. Danny says, what happened to intensity? This is dull.
We wrote a book about it and it did one out of the club, didn't it?
Yeah. What's going on here? And like pushing, and
Booties.
I think he was claiming elbow, but it's not. Ah, Jesus Christ. I just can't understand how we're not getting Mo Salah involved in this game of footy. I would much rather have seen, and I know Elliott's been really good, I'd rather have seen Elliott in the 10 than Ox, and I'd rather have, if we can't get the ball to Salah in the middle of the park, get him on the fucking right hand side and get him the ball, because he's the spark, he's the all spark in terms of Transformers, he's the one that fucking gets us going.
A little box full of power. Yes.
Show my geeky side.
Great films, mate, to be fair. Great films.
Yeah. Oh God, we need to get the game going for a start. This is fucking shit. Jesus. What are we going to do? I mean, the game's come thick and fast. I missed Token X, who was a member for 18 months, actually wishing us he'll never walk alone. We've got 4,120 people watching at the moment. I'm sure about 1,000 of them have come to see Liverpool lose and us to react to that. Fair play to you. Fair play to you.
You can have your moment in the sun.
Absolutely. Liverpool look like they have.
Super chat there. Oh, it's going quick. This chat's electric.
Rabadam, I think it was from.
Yeah, from 20 knock. Do you know what knock is?
Norwegian krona, yeah.
Okay. Less early kickoffs really boosts the weekend. Do you know what? That's on the money, that comment, isn't it? That will piss us off for the rest of the weekend, won't it?
Yeah, Klopp doesn't like these early kickoffs, and I never really liked them myself, to be honest with you. You just never seem to get a performance. That's what it feels like. Certainly does now at 1-0, 83 minutes gone.
What are we doing here? There's 3 guys in the line just not hurting
There we go.
anybody.
Robbo in the box. Ball in over the top. Trent! Oh, it's a
good
save by Hendo!
And then
Oh, Salah right.
smashes it into the crowd.
Anywhere but where he headed it, and we've got a 1-all. Great little ball by Robbo. Trent beats his man, and Henderson still wearing the cap for some reason.
He's got to go across the goal there, being critical, but he's done well to get anything on it.
He's done well to get into the position.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck's sake.
We haven't tested him enough, really, and when he has been tested, it's been easy for him.
It has. They've all been straight at him, haven't they, really? The Carvalho save was the shape he made rather than the save he made. And the other ones as well, including the last one, straight down his throat. Goalkeeper should save them.
Oh, for fuck's
Fuck's
sakes.
sake.
Robbo put Fabinho under pressure. Nottingham Forest, Gibbs White, left-hand side. 1-on-1 with Joe Gomez. Plays it through to the number 22. And Alisson makes another
Save that
world-class
is.
save.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking hell, lads. I tell you what. Are we making this fucking easy for them or what? Ryan Yates through on goal. Great ball, but where's Fabinho? No one's going with him. What a save. It's too fucking easy for him,
It is.
mate.
Fabinho is at fault there. Look at that off the arm, over the top and away. Just too easy. There's no fight. There's no fight at all, mate. Do they actually want this?
It doesn't feel like it. 85 minutes gone. Nottingham Forest corner. They're the one who's had just a couple of massive chances and the goal this half. Liverpool, big chance for Trent down one end, but that you would say was a better chance. And a great save, a genuinely great save. Have Liverpool forced Dean Henderson into a great save? Probably not. Go on. Oh, blocked. Still gets his pass away. Harvey Elliott crossing the halfway line, right hand side. Ox, first chance for him to get the ball. Passes to the
Straight
goalkeeper.
down goalkeeper's throat.
Motherfucker. Just give it to the fucking Liverpool. It's miles away from being a good cross. 27 hazardous, sent us 150. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate that. Josh Hunter, 179. We don't deserve Alisson Becker right now. It's exactly what Steve said before. Storm Thomas. Is your name Storm? My word.
That's the best name I've seen on any of these today.
That's
What a name
fucking
that
great.
is.
2 step forwards, 3 steps back, says Storm. Wow. I once walked down the street in Liverpool city centre with my mate years and years ago. Don't know why this fucking matters. Cracked me up at the time. And he said there's a monsoon on the horizon and you could just see the shot monsoon. Fucking loved it. I fucking loved it. And it stuck with me forever. Don't know why that reminded me of that. But it did. Oh, Lidver says probably one of the worst games I've seen all season. Stephen Owen says Gerrard in. This is so embarrassing, says Mac 105. I mean, there's 3 minutes to go. Luffy 87 in our Discord is asking, I wonder if our downfall is Origi leaving. I mean, where does, without telling me the place in the league, more sort of philosophically, where does this defeat leave us if we do lose?
Facing the mountain for top 4, mate. That's what it is. Facing the mountain for top 4. And it is a mountain. Because if the teams around us go and get results, we could be like 12 points away from...
Yeah, free kick.
9 points, 12 points away from it. And at the moment, performances like this don't fill you with confidence to go and win that 10 games in a row that we need to do to get ourselves nailed on for Champions League. We've got a transfer target out there that we allegedly spoke about in the summer. Do you think he's going to come and do this?
Tell you what, we'd build a fucking statue after the midfield performances we've seen. Very early doors. At least he could improve the team quite easily. But no, I think, does he come if we don't have Champions League football? I mean, we've got a massive fight in our hands, and it says to me that some of that money that we maybe had to one side for Jude might need to get spent on somebody a lot earlier than that.
We need 2 in January, mate.
Yeah. Harvey Elliott lining over the ball with 10,000.
Right now, I'd take 2 at 65 each than the 120, 130 we spend on him, mate, because it saves your season, essentially.
Yeah. And get you into the Champions League. Trent Alexander-Arnold's going to take this free kick. We're 30 yards from goal. It's a crossing opportunity. I must admit, I like Kurt Jones' position on the edge, but it's going to be avoided. Great ball in! Finch! Oh, across the goal again! Great ball in from Trent Alexander-Arnold. We've looked at our most dangerous...
A rueful shake of Trent's head there, because he knows that was a ball. Oh,
Salah just couldn't get there. I think Verge is pulling it back across again. Yeah, just couldn't get there.
Verge actually does quite well there, to be fair.
I tell you what, mate, we have looked at our most 5 minutes of added time, by the way, at our most dangerous from set pieces, and we've looked good from set pieces all season long, but I'm genuinely a little bit distraught at the lack of guile and creativity from the side when we've got the ball.
And since we went 1-0 down, mate, I'm questioning the desire. Do we look like a side that's chasing the game when we don't have a set piece?
They look like they're just as likely to get a goal as us.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
Now they're corner flagging it. Oh, fucking go and throw a fucking challenging on the twat. Pardon my language.
No, it's frustration, mate. It's understandable.
Have we just... Oh, good. I thought they gave a corner away there. Actually, Friss says we're a legit set-piece team. I said it a few weeks ago. Oh, God. That's not what we are, is it? It's not just what we are, is it? Okay, now there's a lot of people in the comments laughing at Liverpool's misfortune right now. Enjoy it. Enjoy it.
It's a ball, that is.
We won't be down forever. Kurt Jones using his strength
again.
And his guile. And he's played on Robbo. And we've potentially got another corner, but they're looking for offside. They don't get it. Liverpool corner.
Come on!
Oh, jeez Louise. Chat's going fast considering slow mode's on. Fuck me a bus. Ali's up. This is where we are at. We're fucking... how many games into the season are we? 11?
11.
And our goalkeeper's coming up for a fucking corner. And I hope to God we score this goal. And I hope it's fucking Alisson. It's whipped in. Jesus, Virgil! Oh, Alisson! What a save by the goalkeeper. Virgil van Dijk gets his head on the ball. Alisson's getting held. Virgil van Dijk. Oh, it's a great save.
That's an
it's a great defending.
Save, that is.
What a save.
Wow.
And Alisson nearly. Oh, my God. What a fucking save that is. He's got absolutely no right to make that save, mate. Go for it, mate. Go for it. It's a sorry state of affairs.
$8.99 from Matty Gorman. Thank you very much for the support. It means a lot. Next summer, no value in the market. James Milner signs a two-year deal until 2030. LeBron James signs a mega deal with Intersports, which could mean millions for LFC.
I'll have to read that one again. Yeah. Fair play, Matty. I can't believe that save, to be honest with you. And I can't believe how close Alisson gets to to getting something on it. It's great defending by Yates.
Previous one from Aaron Carroll Moran. I gave up watching the game and put you guys on full blast. Not a time to be with you with your own thoughts. My word, very poor today, lads. Spot on, Aaron.
We really
Can't
were.
disagree.
There's about a minute and a half, maybe a touch more than that. Maybe a minute and 40 seconds. Nottingham Forest have got the ball. Liverpool look now like they realise there's not long in this game. But Henderson gives the ball away. We've got to get the ball down and start to play a little bit here, lads. Give the ball to Fabinho. Maybe he's calling for it. Jones has gone past his man on the left-hand side. Still goes forwards. He's tackled by Yates again.
I was out for a throw.
And they've got a man down and they're taking the sting out of the game, showing their experience. It's Serge Aurier who is down. Yates with a great tackle on Kurt Jones, though. Does really well to get himself back in there. He has just been awarded man of the match. Tyron, sorry, he's £5 super chat. Says, I'm sorry Elliot isn't good enough. I don't want to hear the good for his age. I needs to start delivering in games. He does nothing at the moment, and nor has anybody else. But Mo Salah has the ball. Has he moved to the right hand side, or is that just the thing?
Yeah.
Where's Joe Gomez with his long throw? Because now's the time.
Here he is.
There we go. Come with the hour. Come with the 94th minute. Come with the man. Joe Gomez, we know he's got a long, straight, proper throw in. We've never actually seen him use it. It's not straight, but it is long, and it's into the box. Mo! Oh, it's another save!
Straight to the keeper again.
Another corner to end out this game, maybe.
Super chat, £5 Jonathan Cook. To be fair, a statue of Bellingham would be better than one of Fab at the moment. That's harsh, but it's not far off the truth, is it?
Trent, come on! In!
Headed away.
Alisson's there! He came up again! This is how bad it's got! 11 games in, our keeper's come up for 2 corners away at the fucking bottom of the table, Forest. He's nowhere fucking near anything. They've just got to roll it into the net or take it to the corner flag.
There it is.
He's
it's
at the
post. Fucking shit, missed an open goal.
Bus. You fucking idiots. Score! What are you doing?
Free kick.
Fucking hell. Jesus Christ, lads, come on! Are they fucking done it? And they're fucking watching Taiwo and Nico Williams. They're fucking trolling us as well with ex-players. Fucking bastards. Oh, that's fucking shit. Fair play to Nottingham Forest. I think overall, it's the final whistle show. Liverpool have been beaten by Nottingham Forest at the City Ground 1-0. I think they might have deserved it more than we did. And I think, look, it's a fucking historic win for Nottingham Forest. They needed that. But this Liverpool performance today was shite.
So first of all, credit to Nottingham Forest for executing their game plan, and their keepers had a worldie, and you're right, they deserved it. Secondly, that's as bad a performance as we've seen under Jurgen Klopp, surely, from the Liverpool side that showed no desire, a lack of quality, a lack of creativity, and but for the width of a post, that would be 2-0 now. So I agree, it's certainly not good enough, and I'm like you, I wonder where we go from here.
Let's start with it. I mean, look, I think Joe Gomez is going to be talked about a lot after this game. I didn't think he was brilliant in the first half in terms of his ball distribution, but his decision making that ultimately led to Nottingham Forest getting their winning goal. He had so much time and so much space, and he fucking did it, and it ended up costing us.
It's always been his problem. Concentration and decision making, it's always been Joe Gomez's issue, and that's why other players have come into the side and usurped him and gone in front of him. And look at us, we're in 7th. We are technically 4 points away from 4th place, but they've got a game in hand.
I'd say 7 points away.
It doesn't look good, does it? The Joe Gomez thing, I don't know. I don't know what the solution is with Joe Gomez. We just give him a new contract, and he's had one good game against City, and then he's going to served up that today. And it's his fault. It's totally his fault, the goal. And you can't have that at this standard of football. You get punished, and we got punished, and it's on him.
I mean, look, we've talked about it towards the end of the game, Steve. Like, where is the desire? Like, yeah, we had a couple of little half chances at the end, and Dean Henderson was absolutely fantastic, and fair play to him. That save from Virgil van Dijk's header from the corner at the end of the game is as top drawer save as you're likely to see watching Premier League footy. but they still had the better chances in the second half.
they
And
were
we're
the better
chasing the
team.
game.
They were the better team. There's no dispute about that. And yeah, you're right. The pundits love their day out, and our rival fans love their day out. They were the better team today. They worked hard. They wanted it. This Liverpool team, the core of this Liverpool team, have done so much and got so close. After a set period of time where you do all that, it's really hard to self-motivate yourself to go forward and dig in when you need to, and there was no fight, no desire there today. So you look at those lads, Fabinho, even Henderson when he came on wasn't brilliant. You look at those guys, Joe Gomez we've spoken about, and you think to yourself, Mo Salah didn't have a great game, and you think to yourself, show me that you want this, show me that this means something to you, because if it doesn't, what's the point? We've just lost the bottom of the league, and they deserved it.
Yeah, and they're now not bottom of the league thanks to Liverpool Football Club as well. I think we went into this game wondering where the creativity in this side would be. We went in wondering whether a midfield of Fabinho and Kurt Jones could hold up because of the way that they haven't played or have played this season. Ultimately, there was no creativity for this side.
No.
Set pieces was our thing. Liverpool being a set piece side is a little bit concerning. It's a feather in your cap, I think, when you're really good. Being good at set pieces, and it can get you wins against other top six opposition when the game's a stalemate. But it feels like right now that's all we've got.
Well, in a difficult season, this is a new low, isn't it? In what's been a difficult season, we've actually hit the bottom of the barrel. The only really way is up, really. But yeah, if you're a set piece side, you're looking at Champions League football, you can forget it, mate. You need to have a bit more about you than that. You need to go and win games of football, playing football, rather than just spamming balls into the box and hoping your big centre half gets on the end of them and sending your goalkeeper up with 6 minutes to go, like you said in the 11th game of the season. Is that where we're at? Is that really where we're at right now? That's really not good enough, is it?
No, and I know we've got injuries. I don't want to talk about injuries today because I want to focus on the people who played for us, and the people who played for us didn't produce today.
No.
They didn't do anywhere near enough for Liverpool to get into that game and win that game of footy. I mean, look, I know Trent Alexander-Arnold maybe wasn't fit enough to play the full 90, and I don't think James Milner particularly had a bad game, but we've got to find a way. Where's Liverpool's goal? Like, you know what I mean? Like, a Liverpool goal. We've had goals where the movement, Bobby stretches players and Salah goes into that space. What are Liverpool trying to do with the football? Because it doesn't feel like they're trying to do anything but wait for a mistake.
I don't think we had a system today that worked. I think we played off-the-cuff football, going back to the set pieces, trying to put them in the box and get something from a direct header or a second ball. There wasn't a specific game plan in there today. There wasn't an opportunity. We could play till 8 o'clock tonight, Chris, and we wouldn't have scored against them today.
I'm going to get into some of the super chats again. Don't go to my screen yet, Si. We've missed a lot of super chats, so I'm just going to catch up on them. I like the screen, but Liverpool are in the mud. Thank you very much, Ike. They definitely feel like it at the moment. Aaron Carroll Moran, I gave up watching the game. Put you guys on. We caught that one before. Sorry. Baz and North, we might as well put Jay Spearing in the squad. We may well be there in a couple of weeks' time with a couple more injuries. Mayasi, Arsenal to win the league, and I like him. He's a mate of mine now, Jay Spearing, and he's such a good guy as well. And disrespected as a footballer when he didn't deserve to be. Mr. Scooty 1968, is it next season yet? Not yet. We've got about another 30 games of this shit to sit through. James Tucker, only Elliot wants to play for us, no one else. And Alaja Brew says, that was horrible. We miss Nunes, the target man. We did miss Nunes, of course, but we can't sit here and whinge about players that we haven't got available to us. The lads that we've brought in and deemed good enough to be a part of this Liverpool squad need to be good enough to be a part of this Liverpool squad.
They need to step up. The opportunity for a few players today to say, do you know what, normally I sit and watch, or I'm a bit part player around this, and I'm thinking of the likes of Curtis Jones and Carvalho today, who come into the team and get starts, and they've got to be saying to themselves, right, this is my chance, this is my opportunity. Against Nottingham Forest, am I better than the guy I play against? Yeah, of course I am. but it takes a collective desire to go and win a game of football, and it just wasn't there today. So when Klopp sits down later and he's calmed down and all this has settled down, there's some big questions from that. There's more questions than answers from there today.
I'll tell you what, you've got some big thoughts to get together for the player ratings show, which we'll be doing very, very shortly. That'll be available, of course, on your podcast app and on YouTube. We'll be live streaming that one in probably around about 10 to 15 minutes time. And then obviously we've got the, before we got the player ratings, we got the fan reaction show. That promises to be a good one.
Good luck with
Bumba
that,
Dog says $10. Please explain to me how we expect a different result when we play the same against the low block every time. Tactically, what does City do differently to break them down? Just build up speed. They get to the byline, they cut the ball across, and they have a big lad who can score goals from the 6-yard line. We don't at the moment, and the pass from the 6-yard line, when we do eventually get there, doesn't seem to make it. So anyway, that has been the final whistle show. I've been Chris Pajak, that's been Steve Plunkett. It's been another shit abject performance from Liverpool Football Club.
One super chat before we go. Stuart Anderson, thanks for the support, £5. Relying on set pieces is the complete opposite of what our heavy metal football is meant to be. Clear to see how much we miss Darwin going forward. I think you've summarised it quite well there, Stuart, to be fair.
Absolutely. So thank you very much for joining us. I'll be back with the fan reaction show in just a few minutes time. If you stay on here, I'm sure you'll be taken straight to that video. Ta-ra.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please do drop a like on it and give us a subscription to this YouTube channel as well. If you want even more Liverpool content in your lives, either in podcast or video form, check out redmenplus.com, our subscription service. It's absolutely brilliant and you will love it.